Welcome in, friends. Hello. I'm fairly certain I've streamed for like the last 5 or 6 days in a row. You can't get rid of me. It won't happen. But today is the first day of drops, and there's no way in hell I'm going to miss it. No shot. Yeah, the joke's on you. My camera is on. Yeah, how you feel about that? Huh? Have the new badge. It's cool. Man, it's rad. I have it on too. Once we move over, we'll do it. Groovy. Okay. I don't know. I think it takes a couple of minutes sometimes for it to actually kick in for drops and all that jazz. So it might not be enabled immediately. If it is, let me know. It might take a second, but we're in the Phas category, and that's the number one thing. Got the new badge. Love it. It's really cool. It is very, very cool. Thank you guys for all the follows today. Good God, man. Drog, thank you for the sub. And Carrie, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome in, guys. It's working. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I know. I was watching, I was hanging with Tater earlier today, and immediately it wasn't on. But then eventually, after a few minutes, it kicked in. Yeah. Elvin, hello. What's up, Insomniac? Finally catch a stream. Welcome in. Yeah, the badge is cool. The badge is cool. I'm going to go ahead and open Phas now so we can get rocking. We can get to rocking. I have information about photos, videos, and audio, and we're going to look at it. It was announced inside of the Phasmo server, so it's live. Anybody can see it, but it has to do with what different things we can get for each. Yeah. Yeah, it's important. Yep. Love the vids. I appreciate it. Doctor, thank you for the gifted.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Alrighty. Let us switch. Background, turn them on. Oh, I appreciate it, Former. Thank you for the lurks, dude. I appreciate it. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Looking forward to the new update. Yeah, if you haven't played it yet, definitely check it out. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of additions. There's a lot of fixes. It's been amazing. So good. Hey, Just Jess. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. What are the exact pictures Unique One can take? We will talk about it. We're going to give it a couple minutes, but then we'll talk about it. Yeah, I might pull up Discord. I don't know. I got to figure out the best way to do this. I might pull up, because I have it in a media channel in my server. So I might do that. Oh, Modesty, thank you for the gifteds. Thank you all for the follows, man. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. Oh my God. Roxy, ew, hello. We're back again. I know, Nocturnal. I told you you couldn't get rid of me. I have been asking for Twitch drops for like 3 years. I can go back and look in the server when I asked about if this was possible or not. And at one point, it wasn't possible. But here we are. Yeah, here we are. Finally, they found a way to do it, and it's awesome. Yes, sir. You can't get rid of us. No, you can't get rid of me. There's a difference. Crucial, thank you so much for the sub. Laser, hello. Mayor Phoenix, hello. Welcome in, friends. If you're new here, great to have you. Hello. If you're lurky turkey to get a badge, you do you. You do you. We'll be here. We don't want to get rid of you. Just followed. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Today might be a little tough to keep track of everything, but we'll do our best. We'll do the best that we can. Little Scarface, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the primes, guys. How do I lurk? I'm a lurker. You just lurk. Yeah, you don't have to announce it. If you want to do exclamation point lurk, you can, but you don't. It doesn't do anything. It just lets me know that you're stepping away. Yeah. Thank you, Alpha. I appreciate it. The new badge is awesome. Now, I do want to remind you guys, the only way that you can get the animated badge is by watching a Kinetic partner stream from now to July 1st. It is the only way to get the animated one. After July 1st, from July 1st to I think it's the 15th, anyone streaming Phasmo will have drops enabled if they have drops on. And then it's the non-animated version. They call the animated version foil, and then the non-animated, I guess, not foil. I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think it's like 2 hours. I think 2 hours of watch time earns you the animated badge. Foiled again. Find the purple side. Welcome in. Do I have to do anything special to get the drop? So here's what you need to do. If you type !drops inside of chat, !drops. It tells you right there. You have to connect your game to Twitch in the Phasmophobia main menu. So that is back here. And then you watch a stream for 2 hours. So you see this right here. No matter if you're on Steam or if you're on console, it doesn't matter. You click into this. Once you click into here, you then are going to have a code that is here and a website of where to go. And if you're still confused, if you're not sure, there is a Kinetic Games page that's attached to my drops command. If you go there, it explains everything. But it's really simple. You take that code, you go to the Twitch page it tells you to, you connect it, it says on here connection good, and then you watch a stream for 2 hours. Yep. I am a Kinetic partner. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so you guys, so if you look at the top of your chat, you should see a notification about drops. And you're only going to see that in partner streams for the next week. Yeah. Thank you guys for the primes. Thank you for the follows. Can I watch the stream on my phone? I think so. I don't know how that works when it comes to like split shifting between phone and computer and all that. I'm not 100%. But I would do your best to try to have it on one device just open. They do work on your phone. Yeah, you did it off of mobile and it worked. Awesome. Thank you. There you go. There you go. There's people that have already done it. Yep. But easy peasy. And then you have yourself a free badge. You don't have to do a dang thing but watch a stream. Can you go over how to record the video? Oh, we'll go over everything. We will go over everything. Yo, yeah, we're still deep diving every last bit of this. But like I said, there's some information we need to go over. Thank you guys for the hype train. You did it on your phone too. Yeah. Average Wolf, thank you for the 8 months. So excited for the new stuff. Yeah, if you guys have already played, I'm excited to hear what you guys like the most. Excited to see what you guys have found. There's certain ghosts that I'm very curious about that I have not run into yet. Oh, you son of a... How could you? You like the video recording. Play for like 3 hours. Yeah, Krabby, just here for right now. I'll be on both soon, but for right now, just here. Yeah. We'll dabble. Yeah, I know at some point I'm gonna have a day where I play multiplayer, and then we'll do all the multiplayer things, recording a player, you know, their demise. Love the server. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Whenever I try to use the tape recorder, it doesn't end up in my journal and I'm stumped. You might not be getting close enough. That might be part of the problem. But there's also, I've heard a lot of people talking about like the hunt sound, how they haven't been able to get that to work properly. And honestly, I don't think that's an us problem. I think they've admitted that that could use a little bit of tweaking. Watch it on the TV too. I appreciate it. Yes, there was some updated patch notes after we made our patch video. One of them has to do with the Banshee. Remember when we were so confused why the Banshee changed rooms? It's because it can now. It's embedded into the game that it's supposed to change rooms. Yes, Ember, thank you for the subs. It is supposed to change rooms now. So now Ligorio is the only ghost that can't change its favorite room on a normal game setting. Banshees are such creepers. They are, but by design. By design. Do I have to attach my Twitch to the game first? I would say yes. If you don't attach, because how is it going to be able to read how much time you've watched? I would assume that you need to connect it first. Yep. If you guys are confused, if you do !drops, it will give you all the information that you need. Like I said, Phasmo put out a blog page where it actually talks about drops specifically. So you can always get the information there if it's necessary too. Does it need to be 2 hours straight? To be honest, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that it can accumulate over time. I don't think it's 2 hours straight. Because I've been in pages where I've earned random drops for random things and I wasn't watching them for a full however many hours. Do you have to leave Faz on? Probably not. No, I think it'll do a check whenever you reopen the game. No, if they made you have to keep Faz open and also a stream open and do that, like that would be awful. That would be awful. But yeah, the stuffs and things are here. I'm excited. I'm excited to find out what else we haven't found yet. I'm curious to find a freaking Ure and get the Ure ability. How do you know you finished your drops? So if you do exclamation point drops at the bottom to check your progress, you go to twitch.tv/drops, twitch.tv/drops/inventory, or I think just drops will take you there. That will show you your progress. Does it only count for live streams? Correct. You can't get it from watching a VOD. It has to be a stream that's live. You got it twice. Did you get the Ure ability? Do tell. Do tell. Spill it. First ghost I had was a Pulte. I had a Pulte too. Yeah, we had one randomly. What's up, Courtney? It will also, oh yeah, and then once you finally get the drop, you'll get a notification from Twitch to let you know that you got it, so you don't have to keep checking over and over and over again. It's a lot easier. You'll get the notification that says that you got it, and then you can claim it. Yep. Got Banshee. Oh, the Banshee was great. I released that video today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. You can't click the link. Is it not clickable? I literally just clicked it and opened it. I mean, if you can't click the link, if you're talking about the second one, if you do twitch.tv/drops, it should take you there. The new door rattles creepy AF. It is. Yeah, agreed. Oh, it might be a mobile thing. Yeah, if you guys are on mobile and it's not letting you click, just go to your browser and go to twitch.tv/drops and it should take you there. But I clicked on it immediately. It worked within a heartbeat. Yeah. Winter, thank you for the 6 months. Me and the little love to watch. I appreciate that. Trusty Patches, long time no see. Thank you for the 15. Already saw the Banshee video? Yeah, we had to, man. Aurora, hello, welcome in. Alrighty. What is going to be the easiest way to do this? To show you guys all the different photos and the things. I'm not playing with viewers next. You could be level 1, prestige 0. I'm not playing with viewers. Not right now. Mine, thank you for the biddies. All right. I have all of the photos, videos, and audio that you can get for the media. I just have to figure out the best way to show you guys this. What is wrong with you? To do it carefully. Oh, man. On your break at the casino. Oh, my gosh. Still learning what to do in game all over again. There's a lot of people that have been coming back to Phasmo to check all this stuff out. And it's got to be overwhelming to see all these things because there's so much that's been added to the game. So much. So much. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this little document here. I think that's the way. I think this is going to be the way. We'll do save as media. Surely. And then what I'll do is I will copy all of these things. So what we're going to do, if you're confused what's happening, is we are going to take a look at all the different media that we can get. And then once we do that, we'll dive into a game. That's going to be our step-by-step process here. Thank you guys for all of the follows. Welcome in. Hello. I hope that you guys have had an opportunity to even play the update. If you haven't, I highly suggest you give it a whirl. All right. There we go. So that's photos. That's videos. And that's audio. I need to make the text bigger. How do we do the stuff and the things? Can we test the line of sight distance? Yes, we can. Yeah. About us being able to see the ghost? Yeah, I would love to do that. I know we've been really wrapped in trying to look at all the different media things. We haven't had an opportunity to look at the other stuff. All right, Let's take a look at this really fast. Really quickly, we'll just take a look. So, if you look here, I have it listed out. We have the photos, the videos, and the audio. These are all the different photos that you can take for your journal. A lot of them we've already seen. A lot of them I think we assumed. But the best way to look at all this media is if it's something that you wouldn't believe it unless there was a video of it, then it's going to need to be a video. If you took a picture of a salt pile that was stepped in, would you look at that and say, oh yeah, that's paranormal. That was a ghost for sure. Or would you say, I'm not going to believe it unless I see a video of it? That's really a way of thinking about how this works. But there's a few things here that I didn't think about, or I'm a little bit confused about. And we're going to need to do a little bit of testing. On this, you've got all the ghosts. You've got bone, dirty water, airball, ghost mist, ghost fart, whatever we call it. Summoning circle, all the cursed possessions. You have object levitating, but you also have hovering items. What is the difference? I don't know. Shawnee, hello. Thank you guys. Welcome in. I don't know the difference. I hate the new sound the camera makes. I thought it was a guitar at first. Oh, you mean the video camera when you pick it up? It like lets you know that it's on, I guess. Maybe one is fast, one is slow. I don't know. Maybe like the state at which the object levitates, you get that. And then when it's hovering there for a second, hover before the throw, maybe. It's worth a try. Man, if you can catch an object in both of those, that's 2 easy photos. That's cake. One is during the hunt and the other is in the interaction. Now, do you know that for a fact or is that just a guess? Maybe one stays up longer. Maybe. Played with Mark earlier and saw the writing book levitate, then got yeeted. It was amazing. It's great, Kill. I've been loving it, man. Do some of them only hover and others? I don't know. We're going to have to... What I think I'm going to do, I want to find a ghost room, and then I want to take all the objects from that room and put it in a pile. And then just stare at the pile. Hover means it floats and then drops in the same place. I don't think I've seen a single time where an object has gone up, levitated, and then gone straight back down. I don't think I've seen every object I've seen go in the air goes flying every time. In before it pulled the explosion. Let's go. Imagine that's the first one we get. Had an item do that today? Really? I haven't seen that yet. The writing book? Well, when you take a... We're going to have to try everything. Now we have to try everything because the ghost writing book literally does levitate and then go straight back down. Yeah. That's a really good point. So there is all the different photos you can take. Here are all the videos that you can do. Ghost blowing out a flame, ghost lighting a flame, writing animation. We know about that. The ghost orb, the flickering lights. I have yet to be able to get the light flickering. It happens so fast. I don't even know how it's actually possible to get unless you're just staring at the ceiling and holding record, which I guess that's a way of doing it for sure. Ghost interaction with the phone, with the radio, the rocking chair, salt. A lot of these we already know. The photo ones were a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, player being killed by the ghost. Classic. Okay. So there's all your videos. And then here are all of your audio. Can you record while holding the camera? The video camera? Yeah. Yeah, you do not have to be in the truck to record video. You can record from the truck. Yep. On our first day, we found that out when I saw the little record button and I wasn't sure if that just lets you know someone's recording or if you can do it from the truck. No, you can do it from the truck. Can you video yourself die? You know, we can pray and hope. Sunshine, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much for the prime. Guys, thank you for all the follows. I appreciate you. Welcome in. I'm excited. I'm excited. Remember thinking it was weird that it didn't throw the item. Ooh, okay. I need to pay attention to that then. Okay. Now, the dangerous part about that is if you go to take a photo of one that levitates and then it throws it and you think the next one it levitates and it'll go back down and it throws it again, it's a duplicate photo. You saw the basement at Willow when you had the Goryo. Oh, yeah. The Banshee Whale isn't good anymore, in my opinion. Disappointed with that. Oh, get out. I like the Banshee Whale. Oh, I enjoy it. Okay. Well... What do you say we get in here and give it a shot? You had a lights flickering video today as well. Was it easy to get? The teddy bear giggles. That's the word on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Where do you guys want to start? Did someone say whale? Otter? Otter? Yeah, if you guys are just coming in, welcome. Drops are enabled in the channel. If you guys type !drops, the way that you earn them, you need to make sure that you go into Phasmo and you connect your Twitch and Phasmo together. It will give you instructions on that page on the main menu. And then once you do that, if you watch the stream for 2 hours after that, you earn the animated badge. You earn this badge here. Motion sensor videos are hard. Oh, I think that's one of the easiest ones to get. Saw it levitate when I murdered my husband. It floated for like 3 seconds and back down. Okay. All right. I'll try to pay attention to it. I'll try to pay attention the best that I can. How do we connect? !drops. Yep. It will give you all the direction you need, friend. Yep. You just got to make sure you read that command. No, typing that command doesn't connect it. You have to read the command. I think there's confusion. You have to read the command. Baby goes to low. Tanglewood? Connected, playing first time last night. Nice. But Flash, I can't read. Yeah, but can you smell? That's the real question here. Nah? Okay, well then I can't help you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Give me a second to fix something real quick and be ready to go. Already got the badge here for the entertainment. I appreciate you. I hope that you like it. I love it. It looks great. Maybe pin. Yeah, we could pin something that could be a little bit more helpful. What should it say? Let's do, let me see here. The purple's so pretty. Isn't it so cool? Can you smell what the Flash is cooking? I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh, Phoenix, I'm on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cooldown on it. Yeah. The badge is extra. Let's go. You're at 8% already. Hell yeah, let's go. Thank you for all the follows. CW, welcome in. Mamayo, thank you so much for the 18 months. Good God. Next community day, next month. Day, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Have not picked a day. Go to advanced. We'll do one of these guys. All right. That should be a little bit better. All right. Let's start a tangle.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting.
Sniff, sniff. It's a shade. I hate you. I hate your face.
No reports of violence or sightings.
Can we watch you for every reward, or do we have to watch the dev to get every reward? What? Love the sound recorder. Isn't it cool? Isn't it so cool? Oh, I would love a Ure. If I can get a Ure and we can get the Ure ability, I would love it so much. Yeah. There you go. Mayor just pinned a comment about the Twitch drops if you guys are a little bit confused or if you need a little bit of help. Ure ability sucks. Does it? Like the new one? Do we have to watch the dev to get the animated badge? No. Nowhere does it say you have to watch the dev to get the animated badge. No, you watch Kinetic Partners. Yeah. It's quieter than normal. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Really? Well, I don't like that. I don't think I like that at all. Hey, what up, Artsy? How are you? New ability? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's ride. What do we have? Bradley Barber, motion sensor, escape, and then capture 3 unique videos with a video camera. Let's go find out where our ghosty is, and then we're going to go set this place up like we're filming a Hollywood flick. Don't like the new van with the camera and stuff? It looks empty? No, I like it. Oh, that's subjective. I enjoy it. Also, something else that I figured out too from one of our friendos in the server, thank you, was that the tier 2 thermometer, which I thought had, like, when you basically threw the thermometer on the ground, it looked like the reading wasn't even on it. So I was really confused why you could take a photo of freezing temps like that with that one. It's just really hard to see. Yeah. Elias, I do. You missed the keyboard. Well, listen, you can give them feedback and let them know that you would love a keyboard back. My partner? I am. Yeah, I've been a kinetic partner for a couple of years. I didn't say your name correctly? Oh, that sucks. They said dog. You could have just corrected me. Ah. Going pate, eh? Okay. We'll come back and check the temps. Love how active the ghost is now. Now, if you have a Goryo, the dots have an increased chance of showing up. You know how nice that is? Oh, that's so good. May send feedback. I hope that they open up a channel for everybody to give their feedback. They've done it in the past with all the larger updates, so I'm really hoping that they continue to do that. We are going to set all 3 of these cameras because why not? Thank goodness for the Goryo dot. Yeah, I know. They would take a million years. And we had a Goryo on my first day, so it was a little more obvious that it was easier to get. Do we know when they'll be adding cosmetics? Not yet, Tony. No, we're not sure. Is that a Gorbicle? Yes. Easy peasy. One and done. Oh, wait. What'd you throw? What'd you throw? What'd you throw? I'm just going to record. I'm just going to record. Oh, son of a. It happened so fast. All right, whatever. Go here. Place that one there. We'll place this one here. I'm a little bit curious about... well, maybe if I see a throw happen, I can really, really quickly switch to that camera and record it. It happened fast or you happen slow. The latter. Do you have to hold the interaction button to record? You do have to hold it down. The same one that you would click to turn on night vision is the same button that you need to hold to record. Yeah. Now, friendly reminder about this area. This is all a single room. This, and this are all considered one room for the ghost. So if you have orbs here, there. Oh, this one. Oh, record. Yeah, let's go. There we go. Look at the benefit of doing that. Beautiful. Now we have 2 already. No new ghosts as of yet? No, I think that's the least of their worries. I love how these orbs glow now. That's so good. Yum, yum. All right, let's do orbicles. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set down dots. We'll try spirit box. I'm not going to worry about media yet. I want to find out what ghost we have first, and then we'll go from there. Cute. I know, right? Did they make orbs? They had to have, Lunar. They had to. They're so much easier to see. Mimic? I wouldn't be that upset. Ghost, thank you for the 5 months. How dare you? I don't even have anything. Where are you?
From behind.
Oh, are you? Mariokai Onryo. Ooh, that's spicy. That is spicy. Can you even be? Oh, you... I hate it here. I hate it here. Not cold enough for freezing. I could do an Onryo test. Could do an Onryo test. Record that. I mean, I will, but I don't have the audio recorder in here. Record it with my hopes and dreams? Yeah, sure. That tricked you? What? The music box tricked you? I don't even have it in my hand. What do you mean? Doesn't the Mimic have Spirit Box as evidence? Yes, it does. Yeah, the evidence for a Mimic is Spirit Box, Ultraviolet, Freezing, and then you always have orbs. That's how you know it's a Mimic, because it shouldn't have that much evidence on Professional. But we have, as of right now, orbs and Spirit Box. Oh, you thought I was playing the music box? No, not yet. Not yet. We'll watch this for a sec. Oh, you're not going to trick. Wait, was that orb? Or was that the motion? Ooh. No? I'm too far away, right? We'll record it when we're back in there. It's fine. Can you say what you just said about the Mimic again? Yeah, the Mimic has fake orbs. So it will always have orbs no matter what. Even when you're playing on a no evidence run, you will have orbs. because they're not real. They're not real. I didn't realize those 3 were all one room. Yeah, there's a lot of places like that where you wouldn't know that multiple rooms are technically one. Like Ridgeview. When you go to the master at Ridgeview, that room, the bathroom, and also like that mud room or whatever in the back are all considered one room. Yep. Yep. Playing the game alone is scary. It is at first for sure. Yeah, Queen, thank you guys for all the primes. I appreciate you, man. If I miss you today, I'm so sorry. It's going to be a little wild. Yammy, really? Excuse the hell out of you, dude. It's chucking my stuff. Thank you for all the follows, Queen. Thank you for the 8 months. Ay. All right. Well, let's go back in. We have 78 sanity, which is fine. We'll take that. We'll take this. We can get that. We'll take this. Is there somewhere we can go to see the room zones? Yeah, in my server, actually, I have all the maps in there, and it will actually show you by color the different areas that are rooms. Pardon you. Not an Onryo, right? All right, I need to be at the ready, though. Let's put that down on the ground for now. We'll also put that down. We need... I'll leave that video camera there. Give me this one. Oh, I was too late. All right. Wait. This has been bugging out on me. There we go. Okay. Nailed it. Media, photos. We need 2 more video ones. So, I mean, if Ghosty showed up, that'd be cute. The door slams so loud in your game. Ghosty hasn't touched a single door in here. Not one. That. And now we wait. Yikes. Frickin' yikes. You son of a... That did not count for ghost? I'm sorry? Miss Squeeze Me? The new audio has been so good. Oh, spicy. I'm not talking in game. I'm not using push to talk. So there should be no reason why it's trying to attack me right now. Not that I'm aware of. Yeah. Ooh, this is the dark. Wait, what's my sanity? Ooh, let's go check my sanity. It's a dark room. So that means if it's a mare, that could have hunted me early. How you liking the update? It's great. It's been so good. Looky. We got hooky. Yetting, thank you for the 19. Thank you all for the follows. Welcome in. Welcome. Hey, Sunshine, how are you? You just hold record and wait. I think that's fair. So this ghost hunted me above 50%. Yokai can't do that, but the mare can if you're in the dark. So we have a mare, which means spirit box, orbs, and writing, which means that I can get all 3 if I needed video, which I don't. But I can get photo, video, and also audio of the book. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Imagine getting chased with the sound on, kind of deletes some of the scariness. Yeah, a little bit. The amount of doors slamming. I mean, I haven't right now, but not that long ago, I was getting tons of door slams. It's writing for the other evidence for the mayor. Yeah. I dropped the audio recorder in here, didn't I? I put it on the floor. Oh, I should have taken sanity. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. Now, here's a question. Can I still take a photo of this? Okay, good. Okay. I was like, you don't have to take it when it's like red hot, right? Can you record audio in the van? No, I don't think so. Thank you guys for the primes, dude. I appreciate you. I haven't gotten a single audio type. So confused on what you can take pics of now. We actually went over that at the beginning of stream. I pulled up a note that had all the different photos, videos, and audio that you can do. And my server, I've got a media tab. Jesus. Good gravy, dude. Wait, there's another audio somewhere. Yeah, me too. What the hell did I just say? We'll try that one more time. Hold on. Uh-huh. The guys for all the primes, man. I appreciate you. What's your favorite sound recorder so far? Oh, so far it's got to be the Banshee. It's got to be the Banshee. The Ghosty will get out. I had that too. Oh, he wants pizza? Oh, crap. What's he ordering? Oh, hey. No, I'm too late. No. Risk it for the biscuit and run. Risk it for the biscuit and run. All right. I got to go. I got to take sanity. I got to go take sanity. Can record the ghost having conversations. Oh my gosh, with the primes. Holy moly. We might have, if at any point sounds are too much, let me know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, this one didn't count. I'm so glad that I took a second photo. Yeah, there it is. So you can get the mist form now, which is awesome. My favorite ghost is a mimic. Yeah. Got the gold apocalypse. GG's. Heck yeah. Be awesome to freeze the player. Wait. If the Banshee scream is recorded? Oh, like it actually stops the player from moving. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. One of the things that we brought up was we thought it'd be kind of cool if there was a chance that you could resurrect a player by lighting the summoning circle. I bet you more people would like the summoning circle if that was the case. All right, well, you obviously can hunt me now, but we don't want that right now, right? Oh, I do need you. Okay, well, I can burn my sanity with the circle if I need to. Do we know what the screens above the desk are? I think they're just aesthetics. They're just for show. Yeah. I don't know if at some point they're going to add something there, but for right now, it's just for show. Managed to get the badge. Heck yeah. Let's go. Yeah. The event, you can record the camera. Yeah, I've already got all the video that I need. We don't need videos. I need one more sound and I need 3 more photos. 1 more sound and 3 more photos. We're going to get out of hunting range. 1 more sound and 3 more photos. Well, sound-wise, I could take a photo of the bone and the cursed possession, because I haven't done that yet. And then sound, I could... I mean, I could try to go for another paranormal. I could attempt to get it when it's hunting. Oh, the spirit box. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea. Oh, man. Will you let us play later? No, I'm not playing with viewers, Blair. Or Plucker? What? Yeah, that. Wait, is this a bug or is this a thing? Wait, is this a bug or is this a thing? I'm full on video. I don't need this now. Oh, man. Is it a bug or a feature? Is it a bug or a feature? This was a bug a long time ago. Is it still a bug? Oh, I see my breath out here. Uh-oh. Are you out here? I smudged you. I saved myself. Get out of my face. Oh, I think the ghostie's out here now. Oh, I might be able to stop that if I turn the power on and off. All right, what do I need? I need you. And then I need... What did I do with the sound recorder? Did I leave that at the door? Scared you? Yeah, just walks right up to your face, man. I know. Holy moly. Man, thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate you guys. Lights off. Yeah, I'm going to turn the power on and off and see if that works. Maybe. Ka-chow. I haven't seen the bone yet either, to be honest. Oh, wait, was there a merch giveaway? Wait, is that what the join is for? Oh, I might have missed it. Yeah, that's just broken. All right, well, whatever it is. It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. No, it didn't fix it. I'm sorry. That's going to be annoying, but it kind of is what it is. I do apologize. Oh, look at you. You sneaky snake. You moved rooms. Oh, it's for stickers. Oh, well, whoever. Oh, there it is over there. Well, I appreciate it, friend. I have no idea who did it. Maybe. I might have gotten that. I might have gotten that. Yeah, let's go. 2 more photos. I don't even need the spirit box one anymore, but we can get that right there. AK artful. Oh, Jinx, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you all for the primes today and all the subs. I appreciate it very much. Okay. Okay. Let's take another smudge in there just in case, just to be safe. Can the sound recorder run out of battery? You know, I'm not 100% about that. Give. Wait, the bone. Bone search. All right. Well, after the bone, what else should I get a photo of? It's prime time. Oh, sorry. Looking at the wrong screen. You know what I would love to get, actually? What if I pile a bunch of items in here and we try to get the levitate stuff? Jeez. Go that way. Ghosty, are you going to do something else for me? That'll do. That'll do. Come. One more. One more. Maybe Ghosty? The new sounds are throwing you for a loop. We just got to get used to them. Would you write in the book? Please? Found out if you get a hunt recording, it doesn't register a photo of the ghost. What? Here for the card ID? Dude, get it. It's an awesome ID card. I'm using it right now. Photograph the EMF. I did. I already did. It's right here. I was kind of hoping that it would... Oh, pardon the heck out of you. Why are you over here? What are you doing, hotshot? Oh, it blew that out. Oh my goodness gracious, it's a tater cheap. Tater, I'm scared. Hold me. Welcome in. How is it going? Oh my goodness gracious. How is it going? Thank you guys for all the follows. I hope you had a blast with Mr. Tater Cheap, fellow Midnight Society member. Hello, it's getting crispy. It's going good. How you doing? I'm doing well, man. I'm just trying to, even after looking at all the different photos, videos, and audio you can get, I'm still just trying to register it while we're running around. That's the hard part, is just trying to embed it in your brain when you're so used to just taking photos of literally everything. So it's just, oh my gosh, it's tough. But welcome in, guys. How are you? I am a fellow kinetic partner like Mr. Brotator Cheap. I hope that most of you have already gotten your drops. I feel like I need to finish one media at a time. Too many at one time is really, really, really overwhelming. But we're trying our best. Oh my goodness. Fernando, thank you for the subs. Thank you all for the follows, man. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you had a blast with Mr. Tater. Holy moly. If you ever see the ghost spawn on you, you're uninstalling the game. That's okay. As long as you reinstall it, you're fine. Just got yours. GG's. Nice. I love it. Remember, with the drops, you are only going to be able to get the animated version this week with watching Kinetic Partners. After the 1st of July, then it will be available for anybody to stream it and have drops, but it won't be animated if you're watching one of those streams. So the card is still cool, but it won't be the animated one. I just want to make sure people understand that. Okay. Yeah. Ultimate, how are you? Gonna get some food, Tater. I appreciate you, man. I know you started early today. I hope you had a blast. I hope that you found some cool stuff. We are currently at almost full media. I got Fire Extinguish. This Paranormal Talking. Men go mad watching what? Mad men, I don't know. I got nothing. How do you get the animated? By getting the drop. If you do exclamation point drops, you'll be able to get the information. I understand how poulters kind of work now. Ooh, okay. Ooh, you'll have to DM me. I would love to see. Mr. J, thank you so much for the sub, man. Wait, thank you for the gifted. Appreciate it, man. What would you like to see in the Phas movie? I don't know. That's a great question. I'd have to have a think on it. I'd have to have a think. Yeah, once you guys, you can see it in chat. Exclamation point drops. It gives you the command that tells you how to get the drops, just in case you're a little bit confused. Phas put out a blog post about it, so it should make it a little bit easier. Yeah. All right, let's go back inside. We have 85% sanity. We just need one more photo, which hopefully should be a written in book. I hope. Green, best of luck, friend. I gave up. I mean, you know what I mean. I didn't give up, but yeah. What movie? There's going to be a Phas movie. Hey, yo, let's go. Akachow. That is all of the photos, videos, sounds. We need to escape the ghost. Okay. Let's do... Okay. You would like to play Pam in the Phasmo movie. You're welcome to do an audition. I'm sure that they would love to see it. I don't know if they're going to accept you or not. Yuki, thank you for the 2 months. Kind of literate. Thank you for the new sub. Did you get the bone? Did I get the bone? Wait, did I find the bone? I mean, I'm not going to find it there. I don't think I did. No. I was just coming back here for a backup smudge so I can smudge the ghost and make sure that I'm full sanity when I go to light this circle. Yeah, I did not find that. I didn't think so. Can you play the Dio? I'll play the Shade. I'll just be sleeping. That's fine. You want Kevin Smith to be the first guy who the ghost gets in the movie? He'd probably be okay with it. All right, let's go find the bone. Hey, Sugar, how are you? Thank you guys for the follows. You guys are crazy, man. Sure. Whatever you say, hot stuff. The bone is eluding us. Maybe it's in the garage. I have not seen it yet. It is a hiding. Just watching YouTube. Now you watch on Tweesh. Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, if you guys watch the videos, watch the streams, watch the talkie ticks, I appreciate all the things. Oh, there you are, you silly goose. It was hiding in the garage. Be cool if it wasn't. No, I don't want to be in the movie. All right, Ghost, where are you? Oh, you're over here again. Smudge. There's a reason I just smudged. Now that ghost can't hunt me for 90 seconds, so it won't start a hunt early when I start to light this circle. That's why I did this. So we will do that. Make sure that our sanity is up high. Then we'll do that. And then we'll do that. Never mind. Apparently that doesn't work anymore. You know what? I'll shut up. An explanation would be great as to what just happened. Because I used incense directly on top of that ghost. How do you get bits and stuff? You have to buy those. Yeah, those you have to buy. Ooh, I owe you guys a good wheel. Did you even? Okay. All right, we're good. We're out of here. Still got hunt. No, that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. Can we get the drops from watching the live? That's correct. Yeah, make sure that you go onto the main menu of Twitch, connect your game to Twitch first, and then watch for the badge. Yep, if you're confused, there's a drops command that's also pinned. If you look at the pinned message in chat, that also will lead you to where you can get all the information you need. Yeah. Alrighty. There is photos, there is videos, there is audio. We know it's a mare. It hunted us early at 60%. That's how we knew what it was. Easy peasy. Let's get out of here. I think you can connect after as well. Can you really? I was afraid to tell people that and then it not work. But if it works, it works. That's great. Do you have any other lines in the game besides Spirit Box? No, I have 3 lines on the spirit box. I don't have anything else. Yeah. How do you find if it's connected? It'll tell you on the main screen. I can show you. 'Twas a mare, as we assumed. But yeah, this is the badge that you can get by watching the stream. 3 lines and a dog. Touche. Good point. My dog's face is on a plate at Bleasdale. We will go save Josie, I promise. This. I don't know. I guess I always reference this. I asked for this as a suggestion like 3 years ago. And to see it here is just so, so great. You fat finger, you go too fast, you can go right back and look at your stats. I love it so much. But let me show you where you can see if it's connected or not. If you go to the main screen right here and you go to Twitch drops, this will tell you if you're connected or not. It will literally say connection good if you're good to go. So if you're not connected, there will be a code that you need to copy. Go to a website that's on Twitch. You add that code there. It'll say connection good. Good to go. Got yous earlier and you love it. It's so great, isn't it? I love it too. Love the shorts. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Do you have the stuff posted for vid photo in the Discord? I do. Yes, Sunflower. There's a media tab in the server. Yes. How long do you have to watch? I think 2 hours. Marco, I think it's 2 hours. I do not think you have to have Phas open for it to work. No, I don't think so. Love the new main menu. Me too. Me too. I have mixed opinions about the trophies. I think they're really cool. Some of them being very simple things to get and you get a trophy for it. I'm like, okay, I guess. Yeah, I don't think you have to have the game open. Can you see your progress in the app or just web browser? Yeah, if you click on the link, then you can, yeah. All right, I have ads coming soon, and I like to do those in the lobby, so that way if you guys are not subbed, if you don't have turbo, you don't get hit. Before we do that, we're going to do this. How long have I been playing? I've been playing for a couple of years. Yeah, I've been playing, I tried the game out when it first came out during Halloween time, and then I put the game down because I wasn't a horror main at that point. And then after about a year, I picked it back up and been consistently playing. Yeah, so here we are. Here we are. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Shadow, Mika. There's no way it's possible to say all these names. Shubly, Envy, Well, Scarrow, Danger, welcome, hello. Quest, thank you for the prime, dude. All right. Let's spin it. Do you have to watch only one stream for 2 hours? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Lago. Gifted game it is. All right, let's do this real quick. The animation is on the card, not the badge. That is correct. That is correct. No, I'll change the word. It's not going to be sausage this time. Chingus Doc, Epic and me. Lurking in the chat. Oh, Danger. I appreciate it, man. Tater's an absolute homie. I love that, man. All right. Don't mind the word what it was last time. This time, I'm going to make you all type the word goo into chat. All right. If you would like to win a free game on Steam, if you type goo in chat, you are entered to win. I will give you guys 60 seconds to do this. All you have to do is type the word goo. That's it. And then you get a free Steam game. Thank you all for the primes, man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. Jeffrey Bezos is just going to town. All right. You have 45 seconds. 45 seconds, and then we will choose a winner. I have the Humble Bundle, so I have so many games that I just don't have time to play. So we give them away. And that's what we're going to do with this one. Super fast. If you win, I'm going to whisper you on Twitch. If you don't have Steam, don't stress it. If you want to give it to somebody that you know that does have Steam, then there you go. Bloops. I'm literally never going to forget. My God. So the bad wheel. Oh no. Do we have to? Oh my God, Bloops, dude. Thank you for the subs. Holy sh. What the fuck? Courtney, thank you for the subs. Thank you guys for the follows. You guys, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds and then we're gonna spin it. I'm gonna give you 10 and we're gonna spin it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Holy crap. Honestly, should just go straight for the soda. I see. Yeah, I turned down the audio. It's fine now. We fixed it. Yeah, I know. It was blasting ear holes. It is fixed. Rez! GG's, friend. GG's. Holy moly. Sorry. Stream Elements is trying to catch up. It's kind of freaking out right now. Good God. Captain Baby Boom, thank you so much. Welcome in. All right. Rez, I'm going to whisper you on Twitch, friend. Give me a sec. And then after we do this, we will go. I have the ads coming up. So after the ads, we'll go into our next game. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I do 3 minutes of ads every hour. So that way you guys don't have pre-rolls when you first come into the stream. So if you're not subbed and you don't have turbo, do not stress it. I'm going to wait for you. We're not going to go into any game until you guys are done with the ads. I try my best to stop them if I can. Unfortunately, it's just the nature of Twitch. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to accept it for what it is. So if I can control them and I can run them myself, we wait. We wait. No, the goo already happened. You can't goo again. All right, Rez, it is in your whisper, friend. Yeah, I got you guys covered. All right, once the ads happen, it'll be 3 minutes, so it's a good time to stretch your legs, get a drink, whatever you guys need to do. Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to start. Got my badge according to Twitch. Wait, what happened? Oh, your chat broke for a while? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that might have been our fault. How do you get the Twitch thing? If you do ! drops, you can read that command, or you can see the pinned message in chat. That will also tell you how to get it. Either way. So many people's computers are having trouble. Sorry. There we go. All right. Now we wait. How would you rate the new update? Ooh. Honestly, man, if I'm doing a 1 to 10 scale on the new update, I've got to give it like an 8. I've got to give it an 8. They did so much to fix the problems, patch bugs, additions. Depending on how you play, if you're really focused on the media, it feels like you're almost new again. Little sis can't keep up. Hey, we're doing our best, friend. We're doing our best. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the love today, man. You guys are crazy. If you watched any streamer today, any Phas streamer, just know it is greatly appreciated. It is greatly appreciated. Whether they're a partner or not, it goes a long way to see the Phas category, what it's been today. It was kind of wild. It was wild. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Destello, Doc, Demon, Meme, thank you so much, guys. I had finally made it to professional and back to amateur. You play however you need to play so that you feel comfortable with the game. Bonus stream, yeah. Yeah, listen, I've been asking for Twitch drops for like 3 years. If you think I'm going to miss out on the first day that they're here, I know. Finally got the Prime. Hey, let's go. Enjoy the emotes, friend. Enjoy the emotes. Trainer, thank you so much. Welcome in. Just checked out the new trophy case. Love all the trophies. And I love the skulls. The skulls are really cool. They're very, very cool. I don't know why that just played again. We have a minute. We got about a minute, and then it'll be over, and then we can go to the next one. Flash just... No, I'm not. Hi, Tika. How dare you? When I want a challenge, I go to Nightmare. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, I love Nightmare. Now, We'll see if I still love it with all the media stuff. Yeah. A shader issue? Wait, what's a shader issue? What happened? Have you played Asylum with the new update? I'm curious for new sounds. Have I played Sunny Meadows? Did I play Sunny? Ooh, maybe we go to Sunny. I don't think I did. I like the way the truck looks. Me too. I'm hoping that what they're going to do, I'm hoping that they're going to fix this. That truck is the old truck now, technically. I don't think I did either. That is all the old stuff. I want the new stuff. I want the new. Sunny's creepy. Oh, there are new ones. Ooh. Ew. We all need a day in the meadows. Do you know of a delay between Twitch and the Phasma for the badge connected? Mine was not delayed. I watched this morning. I had some friends open this morning and it was almost instant for me. Now, I don't know if that's the case for everybody. If you're having any trouble, it's never a bad idea to go to the official Phas Discord and just check to see if anyone else is having the same issues as you. Because if they are, then maybe you can find a solution. Yeah. Can I change the way the character moves in Phasmo? I don't think so. No, I mean, the only way you could do that is if you're going from a mouse and key to controller. I think that's probably the only way. Go for a frolic in the meadows. Do you guys think we should go to Sunny Meadows? Oh, reload the game. Oh, there you go. Some people are saying reload the game. Yeah. All right. Can I please get some ones in chat if you guys want us to go to Sunny Meadows next? I don't think I've done Sunny Meadows since Chronicle has been out. I don't think so. We've been to almost basically everywhere. I don't think I've done Sunny. Yeah. I'm very curious to know if there are new sounds. I say go restricted. Should I? Oh, I kind of want a full send. If I'm going to do Sunny, I kind of just want to do it. I'm too scared to do Sunny alone. It's really creepy and I love it. I remember the first day I ever played that map. It was so good. Full send? I think full send. Yeah, if I'm going to do it, man, I'm not doing restricted. We're going for it. Yeah, Potato. Thank you so much for the prime. Thank you guys so much for the subs today. Lago, thank you for the biddy. Give me Blood Moon. Don't you dare wish that upon me. All right. I'm ready to rock. The reason that I'm level 107 and I have not prestiged to prestige 20, I don't want to lose the tier 3 stuff right now. I don't want to lose the ability to test the tier 3 sound recorder. So after like a week, I'll prestige and then we'll start going back through it again, but not right now. But I have not all of my prestiges, but at least I think through 10 and up, I've posted all of those as videos. Do the Ting? Yeah, let's do the Ting. Sunny Meadows full. Let's get it. First time I did Sunny was alone. Oh, mine was alone. There was some creepy stuff. One of the biggest scares I think that I've ever had in this game was in Sunny Meadows in a hallway. I was not ready at all. At all. Full Sunny? Let's do it. It's very quiet right now. It's kind of creepy. The new update is amazing, Barf Doll. Hello. Thank you guys for all the follows. All right. Let's go. Oh, I forgot. It's pro. I can see where the power is. Oh, that saves me a lot of time. Sophie Jackson. Escape. Capture 2 unique paranormal sounds and a parabolic. Well, I'm going to do parabolic anyway. Oh, look at all the cams we can look at the same time. This is great. Oh, I love it so much. Would I be lucky enough to actually have orbicals? Bonus orbs? I don't think so. No. Nothing there. Nothing inside of the chapel. There's nothing in the courtyard. Power's over here. And then the only other place really you could see orbs would be like in the kitchen back over this way. On the wings, you can't see it. Unless it like, I don't know, maybe it's for some reason pushes itself into the hallway, which I guess would be pretty sweet, but not really. Playing pro. I am. The reason that I've been playing pro for the past like 3 days is because it allows us more opportunity to capture photos, videos, and audio for all of this stuff. If I'm playing, I did a no evidence run and some of the other stuff, but if I restrict what evidence we can get, it's less stuff we can test. So I've been enjoying pro. Pro's been fun. Yeah. Everything looks different. It looks so good. It looks so good. Dax, thank you for the 5 subs. All right. We're going to do flashlight. We're going to do parabolic and we're going to do an EMF. Now let's go see what cursed possession we have. My favorite Phasmo map is Willow. As of now. We know that the next update is going to be Grafton. So I don't know when that's going to hit. Oh, we need to pay attention. Maybe there's some ambient sounds we don't know about. Normally watch on YouTube. Want to give you some more love here. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Oh, well, hello. It's my favorite cursed possession, but maybe not right now. Sad. What do I think about it, like a haunted ghost ship? I feel like there's other options that could be better for now. I would love to see what they have listed out as possible maps. I would love that. Getting weird sounds? Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it. Sir! Thank you for the subs, guys. Good gravy. Where the heck is the monthly at? Good God. Good God. Adriella, hello. Thank you for the raid. How was stream? Okay. Don't be out here. Don't you dare be out here. Can we quiet sounds? I could. If you guys want me to, I can. I could mute sounds. Yeah, you guys let me know. I leave them on just as appreciation, but if it's becoming too much, I can always turn them off. Howdy, howdy, hello. All right, well, I guess we'll go down the male wing first. Do it. Don't turn them off. Oh, it's mixed opinions. I want to hear the scares. It's a bit much for you. Is that a banshee? Off, please. Okay. Okay. Let me go outside real quick and adjust that. Lower the volume a bit. That'd be great. I absolutely can. Yeah. I totally can. As much as I love Bo Burnham. Yeah, that's absolutely fair, dude. I got you. Yeah, that's totally fair. It's a lot today. If only there's an option, people to optionally mute those. that would actually be a really great idea, but that's okay. That's all good. What I can do is I could mute the sounds myself. Actually, you know what? There might be an easier way to do this. Hold on. There might be an easier way. All right. I'm going to turn, for now, what I'll do is I will turn them all the way down. Once the next one happens, we'll know if that actually worked or not. It should have. Yahtzee. It worked. Nightly, thank you so much for the 14 months. There we go. There we go. I'd rather you guys be able to enjoy us walking around, finding all this stuff, rather than having to hear all the sounds, as much as I love them. And I appreciate it so much. I want to hear the new sounds in game. Yeah, I don't want you guys to get stuck with that. But something I do, just in case there were sounds earlier and you wanted to hear stuff, none of the alerts go to my VOD. Now, I'm not crazy in that I think we heard I think that was a banshee, right? I still hear it in my head. Well, Kill, I can't help that, sir. Let's walk over here for a second and like stand in the hallway. Oh, wait. That's a basement, right? Uh-oh. How do you know when you got the badge? You will get a notification on Twitch. You are crazy, but unrelated. Fair. Are there new Banshee screams? Mm-hmm. It was downstairs. We heard it throwing stuff, and we heard that scream. The Banshee has new sounds. Yeah, the video I posted today has them. We got on the parabolic and on the sound recorder. Listen, you guys can think of Jeffrey Bezos all you want. You won't have to hear it though. And stuff can levitate too. Yeah. Did Banshee problem get fixed from yesterday? Yes. Yes, Banshees can change their favorite room. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Welcome in. We're just kind of waiting for a second. What is my banshee evidence? Ultraviolet orbs and dots. Okay. They can change now. They were supposed to be able to change. That was unintentional. I love the new Banshee Scream too. I think it's great. Okay. We know it's downstairs in that way. I might just go get evidence and go straight downstairs. There's 4 different types of Banshee Screams. Did you hear me yesterday when I said that? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here for 15 years. I think it's possibly, I think we might have a Banshee. I think that was a Banshee Scream. I was not able to get a Banshee to roam up with a basement. I tried for 28 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Juju, thank you for the raid. We've muted sounds so that way we can hopefully hear some creepy stuff. 4, I guess. Yeah, Juju, how dare you? So I ran a thing on Reddit that I don't know how much I believe. They said that every ghost can fully close doors now. That's what I noticed when I played. What you think would be like a Yurei ability, it looks like every ghost can do that. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I haven't seen the Yurei yet, so I don't know what ability it does. I'm not sure. Yeah. Sus Breathe. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Oh my God. New sounds are spookier. I like them. What I'm glad about, I'm glad that they added those because a lot of people, obviously, with the spirit box, supposed to be like realistic, where it's going through radio stations and finding sounds to answer the person that's asking questions. But now they have things that do really spooky stuff. That's what people wanted. All right. We think we might have a Banshee. So, ultraviolet orbs and dots. Ultraviolet orbs and dots. We are going to go downstairs. What are you doing there, hotshot? And see if we can find this ghost. Oh yeah, the door rattling, the levitating items, all of those things are wonderful. And I love them. Why is it? Okay, good. But it's necessary too, because how are you supposed to know when the ghost is about to do something if you don't have a heads up like that? The door slam's terrifying. It's happened in my face multiple times, and I might have peed a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Ghosty is down the medical wing, or the hospital wing. It's down here somewhere. The rounds are long now that you need media. Yeah, if you're going for a perfect game especially, it's going to take a bit longer. You just have to decide if it's worth it or not. All right, now, I was like, there. Is it like here? Oh, the light's on. Oh, well. It's welcoming us in. Now, I don't see an orb, though. Ooh, maybe that was just a random ghost sound? What level are you in? This is Sunny Meadows. Wait, did I just... Oh, son of a biscuit. Did you just cut my power, you a-hole? Did I see an orb for a second? Stop it. Hey, Zoid, what's up? How are you? Okay, well, the breath is here. There's so much going on. I know. Careful, SpongeBob. Oh, you did touch the door. I guess I should have looked for that. And we'll do... dots. Actually, lies. I'm gonna do it here. Yes, if you were gifted a sub, definitely make sure to thank your gifter. We've muted sounds for right now, so if I miss things, I'm sorry. Hey Irish, how are you? So I have no orbs. I did not see UV. Do you mind recreating your lines? Recreating my lines from the game? What do I... What, nobody gave me a cracker. I'm good, Fish. How are you? Thought it was just a whisper. I thought that it was more than that. I don't know why I thought it was. I'm losing it, dude. We're losing it. Hey, Leonidas, welcome in. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Bro, thank you for the 3 months. What up, man? How do you use the voice recorder? You use the audio recorder when you turn it on. I like for PC, I right click. Once I turn it on, and then whenever I get a notification that's letting me know that there's audio nearby, I go follow that little wheel that's in the bottom right. I follow what direction it's telling me to go. This is for tier 3. And when I get close enough, I hold on the right click, the same button that I turned it on with to record. And it's the same way with tier 1 and tier 2. It's just that you're not going to get that little wheel. It's going to be a little bit, it's not as advanced as the tier 3. All right. Let's see this for a second and see what happens. If it does something, I might be able to record from here, depending on what it is. Do you guys get the badge too? I watched stream this morning to get it. Yeah. Took a bit to get used to. Yeah. There's a lot that's going to take a lot to get used to, especially when we're changing the way we play the game. Excuse me. I held this down. Why are my fingers so small in the recorder? Hey, I'm sensitive about those. Can you walk back, Grandma? Oh, thanks. Oh no, don't do it again. I was gonna say, don't record another. Well, she listened. That was very sweet. Hey, Flash, dots, thanks. I appreciate it. So I do have dots. That's, oh man, I don't know. You gonna be going for a while? I'll be going for a while, yeah. Yeah, Notch, yeah. I guess let's go get more stuff. 79%. I have enough that I could get back down there and at least find out some more evidence types. Yeah, they're making fun of my small fingers on the thermo. What's been your favorite event update change? I think one of my favorite parts about this update is it's making me second guess how to play. And with it making me second guess how I'm playing, I like not knowing everything. I like that there's a lot of things I'm trying to learn. There's so much more stuff you need to learn to get a play style down for how you want to try to get all the media. I like that a lot. New to the game, I hope you're enjoying it, man. Why do you run when you crouch more? It's just a habit. It's literally just a habit. There's no benefit to this outside of breaking line of sight at certain things like kitchen islands. Yeah, it's literally a habit. One of the main reasons is because when I'm standing here like this, it is pitch black. But if I'm crouched or near a wall, you can see a little bit more. Just a little bit. And also, if I'm trying to pick up items, if I'm trying to pick them up like this, I'm already at the ground and I can pick them up. Yeah. Yeah. Easier to pick up items off the floor. Yeah. They have not slowed us down. They have talked about making that change in the future where we won't be able to sprint while we're crouched. I don't know when that's going to happen, but they said it'll happen eventually. You got the card. Let's go. Badge obtained. Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been live for almost an hour and a half. So if you started watching hour and a half ago, give it about 40 minutes and you should have the badge. Blondie, thank you for the 17 months. Hello. What's up, Luca? Hey, Cole, welcome in. Holy shit. That's not funny. That was timed way too good. Where are you? Are you here? I got it. Oh, she threw my book. Instantly no writing. I have spirit box. Oh. It won't be in the clip on the Twitch side, but on the YouTube side, it will be there. Yeah. Phantom Wraith. Phantom Wraith Yokai Dio. Sorry, when I get scared, you know. Okay. Okay. Well, you can't be this. We don't have this. Stop it. EMF. Okay. Well, wait. You can't be this. Oh, it's a Wraith. That means I'm going to get EMF 5. By the power of deduction, this is going to be a Wraith. Need salt? Well, I could need salt and also a motion sensor just to say, hey, this is not a Wraith. I mean, hey, this is a Wraith. You just got the badge. Heck yeah. Don't forget to walk the Dio, but I don't have a Dio. I've got a Wraith. Queen, the update's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun learning a lot of this stuff. You need your diaper changed? I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it. No, you have ghost orbs. What? Where was the ghost orb? Walk the Wraith? And a new smudge was born. That's right. Mm-hmm. It was on the camera. It boxed it. I mean, that certainly looks like a 5 to me. I could even guarantee that by walking back downstairs with this, and do I have an EMF there or at the door? When you first went in. Okay, well, let's see if you're right. Because if I did have an orb, let's say that I do have orbs, then it would be a yokai. I don't think so. Oh, you're right. I did leave it. I left it halfway down the mail wing. You're right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me remember that. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Welcome in. I hope you guys have been enjoying the updates. If you are interested in earning a ID card and a badge from just watching the stream, if you do ! drops and read that command, or if you just look at the pinned chat, it'll tell you how to get them. Super simple. Super easy. Yeah, I talked about orbs, but I didn't see an orb. Right. Wild West Rob, hello. Night, Courtney. Queen, are we getting you back into Phasmo? Is it going to happen? All right, I'm going to put that there. Oh my God. It's so squeaky. The sounds have been awesome. The sound design has been great. Yeah, if you guys have any extra WD, don't be afraid to throw it my way. Any day now. Oh, sound? It's not funny. Good God. Got it. It hasn't left this room. I don't know what's happening. Actually, where you going, Grandma? Yeah. Okay. All right. She's laughing about the time she made me. Oh, okay. Oh, hell no. Yeah, horror. If this is a sign of what's going to happen with Horror 2.0, oh, it's going to be interesting. She thought it was funny. 2 more videos. We have door move, dot ghost, and object thrown. Well, walk through this, please. Oh, it's a Tommy Tom. Thank you for the 32 months, Mr. Tam. We muted sounds in this map because we wanted to hear how creepy it was. All right, Grandma. No, wait. Gosh darn it. I know it's nearly 3 a.m. You can't tell me to go to sleep. You're not my dad. Good luck with the bone. What if I found it on my first try? What would you do then? Can I explain the updates? I mean, it's a little hard to just explain the update, but it's basically the Chronicle update is a massive media overhaul where they've added sound recorder, they've added video recording, they've done a bunch of fixes, updates, there's new sounds, there's all kinds of new stuff. I do have a patch video that I posted that is on the tubes if you don't want to read it yourself. Or if you do want to read it, they do have that on their blog. The update. It did things. Yeah. Yeah, it did things. I think that's fair. One more motion. What would that be? Ghosty walking to me. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, ghost. Disappointing. Disappointing. Wait, is that an event? No, no death strangle. No, no. No, no. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go. I'll take it. I'm here. Welcome, friend. How are you? All right. Just don't kill. Wait. Oh, yeah. Where are you? Did that count? Nope. Where are you? What? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you?
Right here.
No, I'm right here. That's you silly goose. Yeah, that's me. Now I can listen to myself talk to myself.
Right here.
You silly Billy. Flash is losing it. He's talking to himself. Silly goose is diabolical. You like that? Hey Q, what's up? The levitating objects are great. I love it too. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for the subs, by the way. We muted sounds for Sunny Meadows because we were hoping just to hear some new stuff. How do you enable the drops? If you go to your main menu on Phasmophobia, you will see a Twitch logo. You click into that Twitch logo, and then it will give you a code and a website to go to on Twitch where you have to link everything up. If you click on the pinned message in chat, it'll give you all the information you need. Yeah. Or the drops command. That works too. Yeah. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the follows. Hope you all are having an amazing, amazing day. New from Tiki Tax. Welcome in, dude. Yeah, there's so many new sounds. So many new sounds. But yeah, I love this media stuff. It's been so good. I have no photos. Yikes. Well, we know you're a wraith. I need to escape you. That's going to be a blast. I have an idea. I do have an idea. Okay, maybe we do like a mini bone search. Just a little mini bone search, right? And then what if I waited for it to teleport to me and then I use the music box? So then we don't have to worry about it downstairs and we can worry about it upstairs. Let's bring this inside too. How do you check? If you look inside of the drop command, it will have a link, the second link. Or what you can do is you can do, is it twitch.tv/drops? I think work as well. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, we might want to do that. Maybe. I might want to go get my flashlight if I'm going to do a tiny little bone search. Yeah, twitch.tv/drops/inventory is what it should be. Hey, Sick-Witted, how are you? Question, can you take photos of the salt? Nope, has to be a video. The best way to think about this, especially with the media, is you need to think if there is something someone wouldn't believe because it was a photo and it was not video evidence, then you can't take a photo of it anymore. If you have a salt pile that was walked in and you take a photo of it and go, oh, a ghost walked through this, that's not very believable. But a video of it is. You can't take video of your breath. No. And the thing that when I thought that you could take pictures of your breath for freezing, the thermometer was actually in the photo. Yeah. Okay. Dots, EMF, spirit box. I can take a photo of the EMF. I could do that. I just don't know if I want to wait for it to teleport to me. I don't know if I'm in the mood to wait for that. Why'd I accidentally, my hand slipped? Okay, that's fine. Oops. Can't you take a picture of the salt when the little effects are around it? Maybe? Yeah, that was a whoopsie. My bad. Take a picture. Yeah, that was my bad. Oh, do I want to search all of Sunny for this? Not really. I thought the Wraith teleported when it hunted. No. No, it will teleport to you. The ghost will not teleport to you in the middle of a hunt. That would be awful. Can you still take a UV salt photo? Yes. If you have footprints, fingerprints, you can take those. And those are both unique. So if you get a footprint, you could also get a fingerprint as well. At the start of a hunt. No, they don't teleport at the start of the hunt, middle of the hunt, any part of that hunt. The Wraith teleporting to you is just a decision it makes randomly. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I'm in the mood to look for this. How do you take a video? Whenever you're holding the video camera, the same button you would turn night vision on is the same one you use to hold down to record. Do you know if there's voice chat on console now? There's always been voice chat on console. What do you mean? Not always, but there's been voice chat for a long time. New players, if you're unaware, you can like these. There's also a hiding spot. Yeah, voice chat for console has been out for a while. Actually, I think it's been there since the beginning. It's just that voice recognition was not always there. First time catching the Twitch. Welcome in. Great to have you. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Usually we have sounds on, but right now we didn't because we wanted to be able to hear Sunny Meadows. What do you guys say? Yay or nay to looking for the bone? I'll do whatever you guys want. Yay or nay? That's a lot of mixed opinions. That's a lot of mixed opinions. Yay. Maybe yay for a very short amount of time. Send a poll. Can we do a 1-minute poll if I should look for the bone or not? Is that possible, mods? Could we please? Could we please? One more room than dip. Do it for the grandma. Oh my God. I was hoping we would find it in the midst of this. Okay. It's in the top of chat right now. You guys let me know. I'll keep looking while that 1 minute is happening. And then if it's a nay, then I will just dip. Well, you know what I mean. I won't look for the bone anymore. It's going to be the last place I look. This is just the way that it works. Can you take pictures of the thermometer now? If you have freezing temps, yes, you can. The update's been great. The update has been absolutely wonderful. I've been loving it. What if the ghost teleported and insta-hunted? Well, that's sad, because then I would not live, probably. Although I do have a smudge. I do have a smudge, though. It's always the last place you look. I know. I mean, we have hiding. On a scale of 1 to 10, 8. I would solidly say 8. All right. And the verdict is yes. All right. 62% of people want me to find this bone. We are a democracy here. What is the difference between foil and normal? Foil is animated. Yeah, foil is animated. Thank you for the follows, dog. What's up, dude? No? What do you mean no? They literally voted yes. That's not what yes means. Yeah, you're welcome, of course. Try to answer the best of my abilities with what I can catch. I would never do it, so someone has to. Well, thank you so much. Is it, I mean, to encounter, I guess so, yeah, but the ghostie's downstairs. Well, if you've never been to Sunny Meadows, I guess we're just taking you on a tour at this point. Yeah? It's going to be within 3 rooms? Oh, I hope so. It's like a pirate song. Like a pirate. Boneless pizza. Thank you for the subs, friend. This map is ass? No, it's not. This map is amazing. Absolutely not. I love this map. They did such a great job on it. Cap? Your messenger's cap? Yeah, probably. Oh, the high school map is ass. Oh, I would agree that. Yeah, 100%. Calling the squishy room. I'm going to go downstairs and it's going to hunt me. You prefer bone in your pizza? Listen, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight with boneless then. Hi, Pam. How are you? Good to see ya. Hey, how are ya? Maybe the bone. I hate it here. Ah, getting stuck. Pam, do you know where the bone is? No? All right. Maybe she left it in the Kool-Aid. Out of all the things you just witnessed in that room, you went, ew, flies. The bone's at the top of Point Hope. Why would you even say that? I hear you. Relax. Relax it. Smudge Pam for good luck. No, I don't want to, because if I do and then I need it. Oh, I saw that. Okay. It picked up an item and it just dropped it. It picked up an item and it put it right back on the ground. I saw that. Pav, give me drops. Let's go. I got you, Pav. We got you covered. Courtyard bone, maybe. I have a feeling it's going to be in the restricted wing like they're saying. Or I have to open the game to use them. I would only assume. Well, that's a creepy door. Creaky, creepy door. Pam drops. Got your drops. Absolutely. Absolutely. GG's. Enjoy them, friend. Yeah, I got mine this morning. The restricted wing is over here. So you have 5 different parts of this map, because when it's restricted, it chooses one of the 5. You have either the middle, or you have to the left, which is the male wing. The right is the female wing. Downstairs left is the hospital wing, and downstairs right is restricted. So we have walked the male side. We've walked the hospital side. We're going to make our way back over here, and we're going to walk the restricted side. Didn't know that? Yeah. Yeah, they vote. Listen, they said we need to find the bone, so we are on a bone search. They asked for this. They asked for this. 12 more minutes you have left. That's it. How do you check? If you go to twitch.tv/drops. I don't think it's drop. I think it's drops. It should tell you your progress. Hi, Carumba. Hey, Nostalgic. Welcome in, man. I swear to God, if it's in the goo room. It's drops. Thank you, Copper. Don't you dare. Don't you dare let them be right. Ugh. You should watch on YouTube. No, I don't know if I've ever heard that before. Ugh. Near the entrance, it's gonna be inside of the visitor room. The room that's directly to the right, that's where it's gonna be. Like I said, the last place we look. It's just the way that it's gonna be. F this bone. They asked for this, man. Bowl full of teeth. Delicious. Yummy. Imagine the smells. Hey, what kind of candle is that? Sunny Meadows. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? What am I doing? I'm looking at chat. Halfway through getting to it, it makes me want to go look over at the front area now. Should have made teeth the bone. Imagine looking for a tooth. You sneaky some. Wow. Nice try, game. Nice try. Danger signals. Oh, the bone? Yeah, you don't say. Go on. Oh, CG, I appreciate it, man. Loving the update. The update's been so good, Relentless. It's been so great. We found the bone. Yes. We found it. So hard to guess a Pulte in the new update? No. No, 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 no. Either the Pulte explosion or you can put a bunch of items together and have it basically circle it in a hunt and watch them all go flying. Oh. Just got the drop. Awesome. Let's go. Confirmed we've been boned. Roger that. Roger that. Need my opinion? What's up? Hit me, dog. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I appreciate you. For any like bits or subs or anything like that, we muted the sounds for Sunny Meadows. Oh, why the light? Oh, did you just teleport to me? Oh, wait. Oh, did you just teleport to me? Oh, I gotta run. Oh, I gotta run. I gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. I'm kind of just gonna take it. Oh, this is gonna, I'm gonna get got. I'm gonna get myself got with this. Dang it. I thought she was here. Jesus Christ. I just had a heart attack. That was loud and that scared the crap out of me. The camera shake. Dude, it caught me so off guard. I wasn't ready. Diaper's full. I hear nothing. Did you go up here? She went the wrong direction? I think so. Come on, lady. Oh, man. See the lights flickering over there? I'm honestly about to go Wraith and just dip. Going back and forth for all of this. Oh, now you show up? Oh, I hate you. You suck so much. Did you hear her blow out the candle? She heard us talking crap about her. She heard us talking smack. Grandma, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Waiting for this to be checked. When this is checked, the hunt's over. King Echo, thank you for the 2 months. If you're curious about the drops, if you look at the pinned message in chat, that'll tell you how to get them. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Wonder if they fixed the tower card. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of, no. Hey, we got the other objective, though. I'll take it. She rang the bell. Yeah. She's letting me know dinner's ready. I think I'm the dinner. Didn't they say they're updating Grafton 2? Yeah, that's going to be the next update. The next update is going to be Grafton. All right, Wraith. We're putting you in the book. We do have Paranormal Laughing. And also...
Right here.
Me. Get out. I think I saw the tarot card fixed while lurking. Really? If I get cards, I'll pull them.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
What do you mean by me? Is that your voice? Yeah, that's me. Yep, the right here. Yeah, that's me. I have right here, this person died, and active killing are the 3 lines that I have on the spirit box. Can you get both animated and standard? I assume so. And the reason I say that is because I have 2 badges. I have the standard badge for the American Heart Association advocate, but I also have the animated one. I have a feeling we can get both. I don't know if that's true or not. But for this one, I have both. I don't know if this is supposed to happen or not. With some of the other badges that they had for us, you couldn't get both animated and also not animated. You're welcome, Brittany, of course. Do you get the drop badge animated already when you claim it? If you get it this week, if you get it before the 1st of July, then yes. Then yes. Can you still get the heart one? No, this was, I think at some point later, they want to make it to where everybody has the ability to get this one. This was for the creators that were raising money for the American Heart Association not long ago. Yeah. How do you get other badges? It just depends on what you do. There's prestige badges. So when you prestige in the game, you get a bunch of different types of badges. Once you get to prestige 10, they're animated. So all of these ones are all animated. But then there's also a bunch of special badges. So there's a ton of them, and it just depends on what you do. So this one's if you get all the achievements in the game: bronze, silver, gold, apocalypse trophies. There's event trophies. One of the easiest possible ones to get is the Ferryman of the Drowned badge. The Ferryman of the Drowned badge is one of the easiest ones to possibly get, and you do it at Point Hope, and it'll take you less than 10 minutes if you follow steps. Latest Phantom oddity: all ghost photos taken are reduced down to just ghost, regardless of form, and are considered duplicates. But in all ghosts, the Phantom is not visible. But for videos, it doesn't combine them down. You get all different forms, but the Phantom is only visible in the ghost video. You can still see Phantom in shadow, translucent, and dots. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's just a bug. What does the Sunny badge look like? It looks like this. I'm hoping they're going to fix this at some point because you can't see the text really because of the white font. So either fixing the background so you can see it or changing the font color. Do we see the drop badge? Absolutely. It's this one. Yeah, this guy right here. Oh, wait, do I have both? Wait a minute. Oh. Are we supposed to have both right now? Both of what? Both of the badges for the Twitch drops. How's there two? There's one animated and one non-animated. You see the animated one here where there's glow behind the eyes? Then there's the non-animated one. Would you be able to find out what the intended behavior is for the phantom photo videos? Yeah, Zero. I have a feeling it's a bug with it only showing as ghost. You only have the animated. Interesting. You know, it's funny because was it this one or this one? This one. Some people have the non-animated one and the animated one for this. I only have the animated one for this. I don't know how like the pick choose is happening here. Yeah. All right, we'll turn the alerts back up for a little bit and then we'll put them back down if we have to. But we'll reduce the volume a little bit too. You only have the animated one. I'll ask the developer what's going on. 5% away. Let's go, Astrock. Hey, Vetrix, what's up? Thank you all for the follows. Welcome in. It is great to have you. This has been a really, really, really freaking awesome, really amazing update, and I've been loving it so much. Loving it. All right. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to stress test a little bit here. I'm going to let you guys vote on where you want me to go next. Okay? Your vote can only count once, so once you vote, you're good to go. But 1 through 14 inside a chat, and you guys decide where I go. You will have 60 seconds to do so. 1 through 14. Obviously, the one with the most votes is going to choose where I go. So let's see what happens. Hey, Zombie, thank you for the biddies, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the subs today. If it was muted during the time we were in Sunny Meadows, I appreciate it so much. Lucky number. Once we decide which one we're going to go to, I'm probably going to run ads before we go into the map because I don't want you guys to have ads in the middle of the map. So we'll do it before we go in. All right. You have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Bloops, thank you for the subs. I can't hear them. Oh, there they are. There they are. Daddy Wags, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back, dude. All right. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We're going to random. Shocker. Shocker. Who'd have thunk it? No way. Random map? It's always a random map. Oh, maybe not. Can't believe it. No way. It shouldn't be an option. I know. I have thought about removing it just so that way people have to actually choose a map. I did prison this time. This is one of my favorite blurps ever. If you guys know what blurp is. That's our buddy Chiba, one of the amazing members of Midnight Society. You should check him out. Hi, Hattie. Please be Point Hope. All right. I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads. I have to run ads. If you're a monetized channel on Twitch, you have to run them. You have to control them. There's just no question about it. So it's either you run them and control them or you let Twitch run them and then they randomly happen when people pop in. So I do them in the lobby when possible. So 3 minutes. It will happen fast. After it's done, we'll go into whatever map it takes us to. 3 minutes. Which you still earn the time for the badges, by the way. Oh my God. Thank you, Kill. Do I still get dropsy with the ads? I don't know if you can hear me, but yes. Yes, because it's still the fast category. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Matt, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you all for the primes. If you guys have Amazon Prime and it's connected, you get 1 free sub a month. I have a reminder so that way I make sure to use it every month. Yeah. Ty, sometimes if you don't get them, it's luck. Luck of the draw, honestly. Regional. Some regions don't run certain ads. Yeah. So if you're not subbed, if you don't have turbo and you don't have ads, you just lucked out this time. Is free 99 still 99 cents? No, it's free 99. No, it's free 99. Viperous, thank you so much. Sandy. I got turbo, hate ads. Samesies. Yep. That's why I have turbo and I've had turbo for a long time. I also don't want ads. Yep. Don't get them? Let's go. Very nice. What am I doing wrong? I lose I lose sanity so fast. I need more time. Well, there's measures you can take to not lose sanity so fast. You can make sure that you're standing in lit rooms instead of being in dark rooms. You could carry a firelight with you to preserve some of your sanity. There's plenty of stuff that you can do to not drop sanity so fast. If there's an event that's happening, a ghost walking to you, fart ball coming at you, if you avoid it, you don't lose sanity. So you're giving, that's not how that free 99 works, Venny. Run from farts. That is correct. Correct. Unless now, although now it's a really big benefit because now you can get sound, photo, video. I mean, you kind of want them now. It's sort of a freebie. All right. 50 seconds. 50 seconds left. Then we're ready to rock. How to vote. Oh, we already voted, friend. Yeah, vote already happened. The 99 cent is handling fee. See, somebody gets it. Does a lighter prevent sanity loss? No. No, it has to be a firelight. Can you explain what drops are? I'm not familiar with them. On Twitch, there are games that will partner with Twitch to have drops where when you watch a certain stream that is promoting a game, playing a game, you can earn in-game things, in-game items. So a lot of games have done this. Tons of games have done this, and Phasmo is finally doing it too. Sir, yes, sir. How to do blurps? Do exclamation point blurps. It should explain it. Yeah. Ads are done. All right, we're back. We are back. We waited. We went nowhere without you. At 80%. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I as soon as I could get to my computer this morning for when I was working at home today, popped on some streams. Friendos were streaming too. Yeah. Guys, if you're new here and you're not in the server already, I have a lot of Phasmo information. If you're new, if you're looking for other players to play with, if you want to get updates about my schedule, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard and Sunday at 1. All the things. How long is Twitch drops? So the animated badge will be from now until July 1st. That's when the animated ends, and it then opens up to all streamers, not just Kinetic partners. And then from July 1st, I believe, I could be corrected about this, I think it's July 1st to July 15th. It is then open to any streamer that plays Phasmophobia. They can have drops on their channel. And then it's the normal badge till the 15th. Got your badge? Let's go. Thank you, Kill. You will know you got the drop whenever you get a notification from Twitch. Yep. Alrighty, well, we're going to do ourselves a professional random. Let's see where it takes us.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
Son of a... I would say 80% of the time when I do a random map, straight to jail. Large map, whatever it may be. All right. Keith Dexter Have a member of your team witness a ghost event, get a ghost splat of firelights, and repel. Oh, of course you're foggy. That means all these cameras are going to be dark AF. Oh, well, they don't look that bad, actually. Oh, never mind. I spoke too fast. Why is this one so dark? Okay, now it's fine. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Okay, okay. I love Queso, man. He's so funny. You chose prison. Well, guess what? You win anyway. It doesn't even matter at this point. No bonus orbs, huh? Yeah, that's right. F me, I guess. That's fine. Gosh dang it. Bonus orbs, please. Oh, I still need to figure out about the zoom thing, too. Like, we can zoom like this. Can I move around? No. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You can't zoom on the other cameras. You can only zoom on the CCTVs, and I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure. So I'll figure out if that's supposed to be like that or not. I don't know about the head cameras. Yeah. But not record. Yeah. You can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's go find a ghost, I guess. All right. Get this, get this, get this, do this. One of these, grab one of those. All right, we go. You can zoom with the CCTV. Right. But you can't zoom with the other cameras. Yeah. It's weird. Bronx, thank you so much for the sub. But you can't pan, correct? Maybe it's a trade-off. I guess, but I mean, how often would you want to zoom in on the CCTV? You know? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Ooh. Oh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, yes, we have the mirror. Oh, that's way better. Okay. Oh, no. I got to go back. No, 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 no. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. Totally forgot we're not playing Nightmare. I'm so used to Nightmare at this point. We can see where the power is. I didn't look. Do you pan the camera be better? Yeah. Well, you should be able to do all the things with all the cameras. I don't see why not. What you doing? Have you noticed this is like a new thing now where like there's this spike? I'm wondering if what that is a door. This spike thing that's happening before that EMF, but a 3 is usually a throw. Unless that's the item being levitated and then thrown. It's a tiny ghostly fart. Oh, okay. Roger that. Time to experiment. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Zero, what'd you say? Hold on. Maybe you'll get a mimic with dots. Oh, okay. So I've heard about that. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I have heard people get mimics and get dots on the CCTVs. So let's pray that that doesn't happen. All right, let's bring in also our own camera. We're going to bring in Thermo, and we're going to bring in a Crucifix. Seriously, that's what I've heard. I mean, I haven't witnessed that, but that's what I've heard. Usually watch on YouTube, but I'm here for the drops. Let's go. Get your badge. Get your badge. Oh my God, I just did it. I guess we're just doing a truck run. I didn't look again. Don't forget to check with the power. It's been a day. Okay. It's over here. As soon as we walk up the stairs, it's in that, whatever that room is. Not the warden's office, the other office. Okay. Grab a lighter too. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll grab a lighter. We'll grab that guy. We'll grab one of those guys. We'll bring in all the medias. Getting our steps in. Yeah. 10K steps a day, right? Don't forget the power. I got it. I got it. We're just delaying the inevitable. I am going to look in the mirror, though. I feel like that's warranted. I feel like that's a must. Yeah, we'll do that now. Might as well. Start with drops tomorrow. Yeah, do your thing, man. I'll be live again tomorrow. So if you missed the opportunity tonight and you can't watch Kinetic... and you can't watch a Kinetic stream till later... Ghost, are you near me? Oh. Yeah, we'll turn it down. We'll mute it for now. Thank you guys so much for the subs. I appreciate it so much. I just don't want people to get overwhelmed. So the ghost is here. That's cute. Hi, Winter. Just getting at the ready. We saw no orb. Huh. Next time you get a Revy to YouTube, you could let it hunt and speed up. Wait, what? What? Ghost is visiting a friend. Yeah, maybe. Are you near me? It's in my face. Hey, Paranormal, how are you? Just got to watch the stream for the reward. As soon as you link your Twitch, as soon as you link your game to Twitch, then all you have to do is watch. That's correct. That's it. That's it. All right. Well, you chunked our sanity away because, well, we were trying to figure out stuff and things. Yeah, super easy. And then once it happens, once you've watched for 2 hours, then you'll get a notification on Twitch that you got it. It was really easy. I did it this morning. I don't think it has to be 2 hours straight. No. I think if you wanted to watch a stream in chunks, watch a little bit now, you can't keep it stream open and then watch later. It's fine. It just has to be 2 hours collectively. All right. I don't know where you're walking around. There-ish. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Why does this look so green? Where are you? Are you here? Did I hear a switch? I did. It's not a mare. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Thank you, Amber. All right, let's actually go get the power. Love talk. How do you check your progress? Go to twitch.tv/drops. And then it'll tell you what % you are. But if you don't want to worry about it, if you don't want to have to pay attention to it, honestly, just leaving a stream open and then checking it later, you'll get a notification that you got it. How long did it take you to figure out the ghost like this? It takes a long time. Where am I going? Hello? It takes a while. It's just a matter of doing it piece by piece until it's just repetition. The more you play, the more you remember. Left a stream open and went to work. Hey, yo. Yeah, that's my brain. The juice. What is the point of turning on the power? So that way you can turn on lights. So that way you can check for ghosts in different ways. If you don't turn the power on, also none of the rooms warm up, so it's a lot harder to find the ghost. Having lights on in certain rooms will actually stop all sanity drain if it's a small enough room. If I stand in this room with this light on like this, my passive sanity will never drop. Some rooms are so big, though, that even with the lights on, you still lose a little bit of sanity. I think a good example would be like the hallway in Sunny Meadows. One of the hallways, you will still lose sanity at least a little bit over time. But if I'm sitting in a room like this, lights on, I lose no sanity. Is that the old breaker? Yeah. Yeah, for these other maps, they just left the breaker alone. Ghost never got a get out of jail free card. Oh, poor guy. Aw. All right. Well, we looked in the mirror and the ghost was near here. I did that switch. That was me, but it doesn't really matter that much. I need to know where this stinker's walking around. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go get some motion sensors and figure it out that way. You got your badge. GG's. Let's go. Movie time with a friend. Enjoyed a movie. All right. Ghosty, ghosty. I could always put more down if we wanted to. See, the ghost is here, but you can't use this to record. That doesn't make any sense. Why not? Already time for bed. Good night. It is not our bedtime. Although I do have to go in the office early in the morning. Is it only one ID card? That's correct. You don't collect like multiple. No, you get a badge and an ID card. Well, Ghosty, you're not showing us nothing. Interesting. I need to know where you are, though. That's the big deal here. That looks like a 5. Am I excited for the new Jurassic movie? Sure. Do I have a job? I do. Yeah. I've been a professional video editor and cinematographer for the past like 8 or 9 years. That is my job. And then I do this as well. Oh, hello. Possible shade? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we have writing and it's not doing much with me in the room, right? Rooting for the dinos. That's fair. All right, you walked over there. Well, if it is a shade, what do we have? If it's a shade, EMF, ghost writing, freezing. We're definitely not going to get EMF while we're sitting here like this. No freezing right now. What are your thoughts about the Phasmophobia movie by Blue Mountain? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to hear about it. I mean, we're not going to hear much about it probably until it's about to release, but I'm super excited to see what they do. Phas is going to be adding more lore to the game eventually, so I don't need that. So once they do that, it might correlate with what they're doing, which would be really cool. Don't you have YouTube? I do. Yeah, Card. Yeah, all my socials are right there in chat. Yeah. Phas story mode. Hey, let's go. I'd be down. Did you shut the power off or did you? You suck. Gosh darn it. Where's it walking? Over there? Spent an hour trying to do a perfect investigation with a shade. Ugh. Okay, you are walking here. I'm going to need this, though. I'm going to need this. Do I have a photo camera in here? I do. All right, let's put this down like this. And then we'll put you. Too slow for the salt on this one. All right, walk back. Come on. What's with the drop thing? It's an ID card and a badge that you can earn by just watching Twitch. So for this week, if you're watching Kinetic Partners, you can earn an ID card and a badge, which is super cool. You coming back? Or you done? You going home? There we go. Now walk in the salt. Come on. Come on. Come on. The motion sensor is... Okay. Oh, dude. Oh. It disappeared so stinking fast. He's also not wearing pants, which is really unfortunate. Not very nice. No, he's not. He broke the lights that don't exist right now. Come on, hotshot. You done coming over here? Oh, Hey, Flash, what's up? BGM's walking around with a utility belt. Salt Animation School? Yeah, I agree. Unfortunate? I mean, which part? BGM's pants or this? Anyone else dislike the update? I feel like they ruined the game for me. What did they ruin for you? Come back over here. I'm going to give up on you. I'm giving up on you. We can get more salt if we need it. It's fine. Oh, you stinker. And you have vented right in my face, which makes me really think you're not what we think you are. There's a footprint over there. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I feel like there's a ton more effort for no greater XP gained. Well, I think it's a growing pain of having to figure out these different things and the fast way of getting them, right? Got your badge. Let's go. Yeah, I think from what I've seen or what I've heard, there's a lot of people that don't like this update that were XP and money grinding, where they were taking advantage of the salt and they were taking advantage of the tent glitches and stuff like that. Like, that's a lot of the people that I've heard, and people coming in my comments commenting saying that they ruined the game because they can't use a tent glitch that was an exploit. Yeah. The game was light for me. Now they made me hate it. Why? But why? I love this update. Me too, Shanna. Absolutely. Agreed upon. That you have to collect too much evidence with 3 different... No, that's... But you're not collecting those things to figure out the ghost. These are extras. These are side objectives. It's the 3 evidence to... The media tab, photos, videos, and sounds are not a requirement for you to figure out what the ghost is. You don't have to fill this in to figure out what it is. You just have to get your evidence. A lot of these things are bonuses. A lot of these things are just helpful things along the way, but it's also more immersive. I like that it gives you more options to do what you want. It's not a requirement. You're not forced to do it unless you want to get a perfect game. That's my opinion on it. But I mean, they're absolutely, everyone's going to have a different opinion, and that's perfectly fine. I understand. I'm forced to. I need a perfect game. Why? You hate what they did with the game because you have to get a perfect game, and you don't like that they made the perfect game harder. Am I reading that correctly? Did I get that right? Did they fix the tent glitch? They sure did. Took me hostage unless you get a perfect game all the time. Oh, man. That's funny. Not harder. It's more things to maintain rather than hard, more annoying. So you just, the more you do it, the faster you get, the better you get. Again, it sounds, that's like, it's XP grinding, and it's people that try to get perfect games in less than 5 minutes because they can spam salts and then run in and use a hiding spot they're not supposed to use and then get out. Yeah, if the game is too easy, you need to make it harder for you. If you want it to be more challenging. But maybe you don't. I don't know. All right, we're at 59%. This, look at this, dude. That's a 5er, right? I'm going to mark 5 for now. Oh, wait, I have ultraviolet. Are you a myling? Ooh, maybe. It feels more like ghost hunting and less speed running. That is a really good way of putting it. I like that. I like that a lot. New emote, yay. I think that's a really great way of putting it. If you want to speed run it with 4 people. Have 1 person for every role. Have somebody sitting in the truck, or have somebody doing evidence while someone else is doing sound, someone's doing video, and someone's doing photos. And then you can fly through all the maps, and then you get them done faster. Yeah. 3D, hello. Welcome. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I appreciate you. But yeah, it's growing pains. You have to ghost hunt in a ghost hunting game? What? What the? I know. Blasphemy. Why would they do such a thing? Crazy talk. Who'd have thunk it? EMF 5er. Unfortunately, you're being really stinky and you're not giving us that. But we're going to bring in this, and then hopefully get it. How will I know if I get the drop? You'll get a notification on Twitch. I like the change. It's just a lot to get used to. It is a lot. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of different stuff. Getting used to trying to figure out or remember that something is a photo and not a video, or a video, not a photo. That kind of stuff is going to take a little bit to get used to and kind of embed into your brain when you're so used to just running around taking photos of literally everything. It's just not the case anymore. And I'm okay with it. Change has to happen, man. Has to happen. I don't like the head bob though. Turn it off. What do you mean? You don't like the head bob? I don't have head bob. You know why? I turned it off. It's a setting. All right, Stinky. Is there a fiver in here somewhere? I'm glad the devs are still doing great updates. Me too. I mean, we all can agree that it took definitely some time to get an update like this. Oh my. Well, well, well. Looky, looky, we got hooky. That is definitely an EMF 5. So EMF 5. Oh my God. I didn't hear the singing. I don't. Hey. Oh, hey, how are you? I don't. Give me this. No, son of a. No, he showed up and started singing when I didn't have anything on me. Oh, I hate your face. I despise your face. Gosh dang it. This guy, man. This guy's got it. He's gotten it in for us. It's harder to tell what's a hunt versus event. I like that it makes us feel uneasy. I like that. When you feel so safe, that's when it feels almost boring. All right, well, I can take a photo of this. Ay, ay, ay. Getting a little bored, to be honest. Yeah, the update is a new life for a lot of people, for sure. Yeah, there's going to be, listen, no matter what update they do, no matter what they do, there's going to be people that don't like it. It's inevitable, man. It's bound to happen. And that's okay. That's totally fine. They cannot please everybody. It's never going to happen. Almost got the card. Let's go. All right, let's bring in a firelight. I'm more scared now to get a perfect game. That's not sounding like a wuss. If you're especially not used to running this game, I brought a smudge with me. I didn't mean to do that. Then it could be a little bit harder because you were getting so used to the other sounds and the way to hunt. And now you have to almost reteach yourself how to do it. But running with friends is a really good idea. Every game has its pros and cons. Yeah. Yeah. They absolutely do. All right, Stinky. We need firelights. We need to repel it while it's chasing, which we can break the mirror to do that. That would be fine. We need to get the audio for this. I could probably get it to write in another book and then get another video from that. Never play alone. Yeah, fair. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Welcome in today. There's been a lot. There's been a lot going on. We turned down notifications so that way people were not getting overstimulated, because I get overstimulated. It happens. All right. Where are you walking around a lot? The new system's really punishing when you get a shade. It makes it a lot harder, but it just means that we need to figure out different ways to make it work. Gonna be on for the next. I don't know about the next two, Ruff. I'm not sure about that. Ghost. Wait, which one just went off? Of course. Got it. I should keep this on me. I think sanity-wise, we're probably okay. I'm gonna bring. Oh, where's my photo camera? Where's my photo camera? Mom, get the camera. All right, there's 3. 2 more photos, 3 more videos. God, I have no sounds, but that's okay. I didn't have my audio recorder. Thanks. That was well timed. What do I do if I have no friends to play with? Look in Discords. Look in different Discords. Look in, I have one. You can look in the Phaz Discord. There's plenty of places if you don't want to go in the public lobbies. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I can take a picture of the mirror. Good point. I'll quickly go do that now. Thank you, Indy. The bone? Okay. All right. I want to be at the ready, though, in case that starts to lift. Because if that starts to lift off the ground, I want to try to get video really fast. Hold on. do this. I want you. Oops, sound. That's just a prisoner asking for help. Get a photo of the book. I have a photo of the book. Right there. But I don't have video and I also don't have sound of it. Okay, can you please shut up? Thanks. Thanks. Come on, Stinky, do it again. Now I'm ready. So excited. Yeah. You just got the Doom Slate achievement. Heck yeah. That one sucks. That one sucks. Sorry. It's... Ooh, I sensed it. I sensed it. I'm getting robbed in prison. That's just how this is going to go, I guess. Still need that one. It's just pure RNG. There's nothing you can do. I mean, there's like little things you can do. Can you record dots? Yeah. You absolutely can. I might need to move the... Oh, it's here. Come on. Come on. What'd you just do? What'd you just do? Why is that going off? Hello? What? Can you record on the parabolic? No. It's right there. Oh, that's just me waking up. Come on, one more sound and I can drop this thing. What are the easiest badges to get? Did I just get both of those? Oh, you suck. Dang it. I tried to get both. I guess I didn't have the audio on it long enough. Darn it. Gosh darn it. We'll be live for 2 more. Squad, probably not for 2 more, but I will be live tomorrow. So whatever you watch now, then you could finish it tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Oh, half of this stuff I forget. I need to check my sanity soon. Come on, give us another $5. Let's go. I keep forgetting that you can record some of these evidence types. I keep forgetting it. You got it. Let's go. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you guys for the subs and the follows today. I appreciate it. Ghostwriting showed audio on your book. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? When did that happen? Okay, I thought it was gone. Thanks. Okie dokie. Then we need 1 more photo. Do I have to be holding the sound recorder to get? You have to be holding the sound recorder. Nope. Wasn't there for both. That's fine. I'll take 1. I just wanted to make sure I got the video. The new sounds are super unsettling. Yeah, they are, and it's great. Isn't it awesome? Love it. I did not like that. The door is slamming in your face now. That part's a little unsettling because when I play, oh, my volume is very loud in my ears. That part is rough. That part is rough. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the follows. My server and the rest of my socials are in chat, friends, just in case you are looking for them. All the other cameras I've taken off of their freaking little pedestals. All right. What other photo do we want to get? Listen, we did the whole looking for the bone thing. Do I look for the bone? I have played Repo. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Our friend Defini makes a lot of mods for it. I also need 1 more video. Ooh, Cruci Burn. You know, I need to repel anyway. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I could do a Cruci Burn photo and video. Hopefully. Really, I don't think I need this. I have the smudges and that's what matters. Look for the bone. Oh. You and I both know what's going to happen if I do that, right? How can I do see my points chat? What? Too late for a... Okay. This part is going to be a little bit interesting. I need it to be like near the motion sensor when I start to do this. That way I know the crucifix is near it. Come on. Every time you peek into the mirror, you lose 20% of your sanity. So we'll do like a couple of hits of this as long as it's near it. You have a camera on you? No. Photo camera, I'm not worried about. I can, a photo camera, I can get after it burns the cruci. Would I ghost hunt in real life? Probably, yeah. I did when I was younger, a little bit, but nothing crazy, like not with a lot of equipment or anything like that. Have you showed the Grafton photos? I did. I showed them last stream. Give us the bone. Listen, it's not mine to give. Oh, there's us. That's enough, right? That's enough, right? The venting. Where? Okay, dude. Really? Oh, no shot. I am uninstalling this game so effing fast. The water cooler stopped me from getting that. I'm sorry. How many thievings have happened since I've been here? That happened to you? Mad bad luck, I guess. Real cute, dude. Do I already have a door touch? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I did. I couldn't remember. I just went for it. All right. Why aren't you hunting? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Dude, why you got to do that in the middle of that? What's wrong with you? I thought that was it. I thought I was gone. Would you please do this? Oh no, my shorts. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Okay. How do you get the other badges? What badges are you talking about? Why is it not hunting? Yeah, you're right here. Do this. Do the ting. 1, 2. It's scared. Scared of what? You guys are making him nervous. I've lost over 60 of my sanity. It's just done. Imagine how much sanity we've lost. I mean, that's a really good point. As soon as I walk away, though, you know that that crucifix is going to get eaten. Oh, you suck. There's so many missed opportunities. I hate it here. They're all happening so fast. My luck is awful. He's overwhelmed by all the equipment. Yeah, we are too, I guess. I don't want to look in the mirror again because if I... You know what? F this. I'm about to break it on purpose. This is my luck. Do you see this? Galactic. Gosh, dang it. What do we need? Okay, good there. Okay, good there. Wait. I think I have all the things. I think I have all the things and all the stuff. Yeah. Did it just stutter step? It's gonna... I need to repel. Except for the bone. That's a decision and a half. Half of me kind of wants to go find it. Just because we are like, we got all this done now. How many unlucky moments? I have zero trust. I was really expecting it just to walk in here and get me. It's coming for the booty. Okay, it's done. All right. So now I'm going to take this. Give me. Thank you. And we'll go this way. Other horses, thank you for the biddies. Thank you guys for the subs and the follows. I appreciate you. That didn't do squat. Okay, we need to hurry up and get in there then. I'm going to take this other smudge. I'm going to grab another flashlight while I'm here. I've got this. All right, let's run. Where should I search? Is there another badge next week? Yeah, there should be the non-animated version. Got the power, right? Yeah. Okay. The back courtyard. The bone can't even spawn there. A block. Warden's office? I mean, we're up here. We could. Juice. All we need to do is find the bone, and this is a perfect game. Oh, it's on the roof. I'll go get my ladder. You find it in the bathroom most of the time? Where do I usually find the bone here? I usually find it somewhere stupid back in like the infirmary. It's in the truck. Oh, okay. Might as well check the turlets. That's a negative. That's a big 10 no. You find it in the A block. We'll check wardens, and then once we check this area back here, then I'll go to A block. Now I'm kind of determined of wanting to get it. Come on. I've had a lot of bad luck on this round. I would really, really like luck to be in our favor. Please. 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 Yeah, if you guys are curious about drops, if you look at the pinned message, no shot. Who called that? It's a fake. Oh, bastards. Now we just have to live. Did you say they didn't add a bone? No. No bone notification. You still take a picture of the bone? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Careful, SpongeBob. Door's still open. Ghost is here. Crucifix is completely burned through. Oh, we pucker our way out of there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whew. Steady. Thank you guys for the hype train. Oh my God. All right. After all of that bad luck, we got our photos. We got our videos. We got our media. We got our sounds. Whew. Good God. Can you take a photo of the salt? No. No, you have to take a video now. Bone? Got it. Somebody said go check the warden's office. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go check it while we're up here. We might as well. Why didn't it hunt me, by the way? Or maybe it did. Maybe it ate that front crucifix and I didn't notice it. I don't know if I can tell from here. I'm turning on and off the night vision of this other camera over here, not the one I'm looking at. Whatever. That's everything. I didn't break it. The ghost broke it. That wasn't my fault. Don't you blame this on me. It's a feature.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
One of the unluckiest rounds I've had, but we still got it. It was just a matter of all of these things that happen for media that just happened so fast when I went to go get it and it just disappeared. Or the ghost hiding behind the water cooler and then I can't get it because I have to walk around. Just because we blame you doesn't mean it's your fault. I mean, I'll take the hit. That's fine. I don't mind. Whatever. We got it. We did it. Lovely. No, it's your fault. See, Break likes to try to make sure that I'm on an even keel. Thank you guys for all the subs today, man. Holy moly. We literally had to turn it down. We had to turn down the volume at one point just because mayhem was happening, and I appreciate it so much. How much longer are you going to play for? I don't know how much longer. It's 11 o'clock for me. I have early wake up to go to the office. Probably not much longer, but like I said, I am going to be live tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be live at 8:30. I'll be live at 8:30 and we're going to be playing some more. So what I might do tomorrow, not tonight, tomorrow I might do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 runs with the new audio recorders. Yeah. Why not try to do the hardest game you can make? Because that's times 15 runs. Times 15 runs and they're just really slow. Really slow. When am I going to prestige? Maybe like a week? Maybe not a 24-hour. No, that's the monthly goal. The monthly goal is a 24-hour stream. Do you ever play with other people while streaming? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll game with friends a lot. I do a lot of solo, but I'll also team up with peeps. Other streamers, other friends, whoever it may be. Yeah. Hi, Shron. Clay, thank you for the membership, man. Reached prestige 17. Damn. Damn. Oh, Shron. No, Tachi. Shron, thank you for the 40 months. My God. Oh, my God. Flash ever test the range of the rendering? No, I didn't. Oh, let's do that right now. Oh, let's do that right now. That's a really good point. You know what? Let's do that. I'm going to go do my testing one. We are going to get a ghost on high school. We want to test the render distance to see if we can see the ghost all the way at the end of the hall. I think weather-wise, sunrise hopefully will be good. You got the badge, GG's Phantom. Heck yeah, dude. You'll know if you got the drop. You'll know if you go because you'll know if you did because you'll have a notification. You'll have a notification on Twitch. Right, the poison. Been here for 2 hours, didn't get it though. Have you already linked your game to Twitch? That's the question. 5 gifted, the hardest game you can? No, it's really boring, man. I appreciate the gesture. It's really boring to watch. 10 minutes for the drop. Awesome. Let's go to high school and see if we can see the ghost all the way at the end of the hallway. This is just a quick little test. Yeah. Yo, Mr. Streamer, can I see the upgrade prestige? It seems like it's different than the older version. The upgrade prestige? What do you mean? Whoa, why is this laggy? Game, are you good? Look at this. Okay, I think it's better now. What the hell was that? What was that all about? Good luck. Thank you. Well, we're going to make the ghost hunt immediately. That's goal number 1. And then we are going to have it chase us down, but we want to have it at the end of a hallway. How much time to watch for the badge? 2 hours. Let's actually get a parabolic so we know where this ghost is. So this is a custom just for testing. Just for testing. That on. That on. Wait. Oh, you son of a... It's hunting. Where? Upstairs? I'm not going to be able to see it that well here, am I? I need the lights on. It's coming? Like, I can't. See that? I can barely see him. Oh, God. No, Clay, they don't add. No, no, no. That's a completely separate entity. No, the memberships over on YouTube, those are the ones that I add to the end of my YouTube videos. What do you want? Get away from me. Oh, Lord, he naked. All right. Well, we know where he is now, though. So now we can go turn the lights on over here. He wants the pants. See ya, Brittany. Have a good one. Thank you for all the follows today, guys. I appreciate you. It's a naked. Turn that on. Turn that on. That's still dark. Maybe we do this. I mean, I have to have it see me though. There we go. Drop that there. I see him. You see him? Yeah, I saw him. Oh, wrong way. Dude is booking it. Going to bed. Good night. Oh. Why is this hunt so long? Good grief, dude. Nate, you got your badge. Heck yeah. All right, it's done. God dang, dude. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this the way I want to do it. And see it. 92%. Let's go. Ghosts do have that extended reach. Yeah, yeah. Plot twist. It isn't a ghost hunt. It's just a... Okay. Damn. What exactly am I testing for? We want to test and see if the render distance for the ghost is fixed like they said. Saw me? Run. I see it. Yeah. I see it. I see it from all the way back here. Did you like it's hard to see it, but it's there. Yeah. Right above my little reticle there. Yeah, did you see him? Yeah. Ready for it? Ready for it? Ready for it? Ready for it? Jukes! Get juked, idiot! Can't fix it much more than that. Yeah, that's the best it's possibly going to be. What's up, hot shot? All right, it's done. I'm just going to leave this. I should have just let it kill me. That's okay. Whatever. But, I mean, from what I can tell, it's working. For those of you that were asking me about drops, you're a little bit confused. Maybe if you read the pin message, maybe you went to the blog and you're still a little confused. This is what we're talking about right here. So if you go to this, there will be a code here that you go to a website that's listed here. I think it's like twitch.tv/activate, I think is what it was. And then once you connect, once you add your code to that website, this will say connection good. And then from there, all you have to do is watch a stream. That's it. That's it. Need 7 minutes. You're almost right there. Yeah, yeah. Got my wife's badge. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for the subs. Rampage, Jacuzzi, thank you so much. First time watching the live streams. Love the content. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I knew there was going to be a lot that was coming out over the past couple of days, especially with all of the Chronicle stuff. I put out like three videos in the past 2 days. I'll be putting out more. I have the weekly video to put out there. I might do the no evidence video. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff and things. The bad wheel? I guess so. If I ever double my daily goal, then I spin a bad wheel, which is what I'm about to do. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, Dink. I always look at the end of stream. Break, just drink one. Yeah, none of them are good. Nope, it's a wheel of pain. And certain people in chat certainly do enjoy all of the pain. Thank you guys. There have been so many Prime subs today. It's insane. Diamond Eyes, welcome in. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Saw the YouTube shorts and dropped in for the badge. Loved it. Pav, yeah, the wheel. Alrighty. Depending on which one I'm about to get, I would almost rather have the disgusting soda. Where are they? What's the wheel for? It's if this is doubled, then I spin a bad wheel. If it's hit, we do the good wheel. But now we do the bad wheel. It's jalapeno. Why is it spicy? Oh. Side note, I'm a really big wimp when it comes to spicy food. I just was never raised on it, and it's really hard for me to enjoy it. I gotta open one of these. You have like 20 minutes left. Let's go. Some of these, I don't know. They're hot, man. They're really hot, but they're not that bad. The Carolina Reaper one is pretty awful. Pretty god-awful. You still see my face, but it's there. But you listen, I can't do the bad wheel like 4 or 5 times. I can't do it. It's there. 'Tis there. I have anything to drink? Jalapeno is not the weakest. Oh, that hit the nose. Yummy. He needs some milk. I don't need a nasty soda. Thank you for the follows, guys. I'm sorry. I had to take a little break. Oh yeah, I've done the one chip before. I've done the hot ones challenge. I've done all that stuff. It's really stupid. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and run ads. We're gonna run ads. We're not ending or anything yet. I'm gonna go ahead and run ads. Even during the ads, it's still 3 minutes of time that goes towards the drop timer. Okay. So even if you're not subbed, you don't have turbo and the ads hit, you're still earning time towards the drop. So I'm gonna go ahead and run them now. I do 3 minutes every hour to remove the pre-rolls. So stretch, get some milk, whatever it may be. And then we'll be right back. I didn't want anyone to miss anything. Yummy. Hey, Winter, how's it going? It's going well, friend. How are you? How does one know when the drop is done? You'll get a notification on Twitch. Yep. The notification on Twitch. Huge shout out to the mods. Absolutely. Always, always and forever. Thank you for the clip, Zira. Thank you. Mrs. Flash is doing great. I don't think you have to follow Voxy. No. I'm pretty sure you just have to be watching a stream. I don't think you have to be following. Not that I'm aware of. I sent you a clip. Thank you. Yeah, Mrs. Flash is doing really well. Those confused. My wife, she gave birth 3 days ago. She was a surrogate for a family that was unable to have a child themselves. So baby was born, baby was healthy as could be. The pregnancy was amazing. Like, it went swimmingly. Everything was so good from beginning to end. And yeah. Oh yeah, she's a superhero. We've accepted those things. I have 3 kids of my own, for those that are wondering. Yeah, I don't want any more. We're good here. We're good. Yeah, she is a rock star. Yeah. And it's great too, because she's really close to them now. Like, she talks to the intended parent. She talks to her all the time. How many subs for you to get a 4th? No, we're not doing a sub goal for me to have a 4th child. Literally can't even happen, Pav. How you feel with that? Got a Taco Bell ad? Oh, you want Taco Bell? You want Taco Bell? Oh, it was this message again. Yo, Mr. Streamer, let me know if Mr. Streamer want to prestiging to Prestige 20. I want to know if there's new special message for reach level 20. Love. Did you say the song name? Oh, the last song? Oh, no, I can tell you what it is. Wait, this song? This song is called Fighters by Conroe, if that's what you're talking about. 4th goal hit, we get Taco Bell. Let's go. Incredible sentence? Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Reading it out loud made it a lot easier too. Why no ads? Just by chance. By region. 13 seconds and the ads are done. Then we're back. Call dibs on La Chupas. No, that's not how this works. You don't call dibs. 7 ads I just went through? Yeah, it goes to 3 minutes. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. The reason we run those ads is because instead of somebody new coming in and getting hit with an ad in the middle of a game, I'd rather run them now so you don't miss the gameplay. We're lucky enough that we play a game where we can do that. Not every game can do that. All right. We are back. They are done for everyone. Thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome in. I also want dibs. I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time. I was on a healthy food streak there for a while. It kind of ended, but not really. The Cantina chicken bowls. Oh, they are really good. Yeah, they are really good. Can only Twitch partners run ads themselves? No, it's anybody that's monetized. I'm pretty sure affiliates can run ads themselves. I think so. You like the new menu screen? I do. I do. It has a lot more flavor. Yeah. Maybe another spin if we hit. Listen, don't encourage this. They can. Yeah. So there you go. It does. If you are a monetized channel, you can run the ads yourself and do what we do here. Yeah. New update's wild. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? All right. Well, we did a test for that and that worked out swimmingly. You know, let's do a nightmare. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've done a nightmare game since the update came out. Do I have to be following to get the drops? I've already answered you, Voxy. I don't think you do. No. It's in the dashboard. Yeah, there you go. And soon non-affiliates will be able to run ads too. I did see that. You like the new sound recorder? I think the new sound recorder is awesome. I think it's great. How do you get monetized on Twitch? You have to be an affiliate. So there's certain requirements you have to do to be an affiliate. I don't remember them exactly what they are. Now you're craving Taco Bell. Sorry. Let us go to... Should I do Bleasdale maybe? Maybe a Bleasy Street? Yeah, oh, that's right. They did lower the affiliate requirements. Oh yeah, Phoenix. That's right. How much longer are you gonna be streaming for? Not much longer. Just because I have to wake up early for work. Can you rewatch video recordings? You can, but you're not going to get any drop time for it. It has to be a live channel. Drop pick? Oh my God. Would we break? If we did a drop, would that break the drop thing? Should we stress test it? You're at 85%. Do it. All right. So this is going to get interesting. Phoenix, no. I feel like we should. I'm kind of tempted now. So there's a really cool Twitch integration that you can do that's like a parachute drop sort of thing, where there's like a pool, and when you drop, they randomly fall down and land. When it crash, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We won't have it for long, but let's just see what happens. So hold on. So if you type !drop with your favorite emote into the chat, it will cue you to drop. And I'm going to allow you 60 seconds to join this. It has to be !drop. And you can add an emote at the end or not. If you add an emote, that's what you're going to drop as. Okay? I will give you 60 seconds and then I will cue the drop, and everybody that has entered will drop at the same time. And whoever lands closest to the center will get to choose what map I go to. Can you rewatch? Oh, can you rewatch video recordings on the media? Oh, no. No, you can't. I think it just had to do with them not being able to add something like that to their servers. No, I wish, and I'm hoping that at some point they do add that. I would love to be able to go back and watch video clips. Imagine if you could go back to your lobby and watch video clips. May the odds forever be. Yeah, it's going to be a little interesting. Thank you, Matthew. All right, you have 20 seconds. If this does break, I'm really sorry, but we're going to stress test it right now just to see what happens. Might have to turn the volume down on the drops. Yeah, I maybe should. I'm actually going to turn the volume off for the drops. How about that? We'll turn the volume off for the drops. I think that's a good idea. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bro, I straight up disappeared. I'm gone. I'm gone. Hello? I'm still here, I promise. Oh my God. There were so many. There were so many. The drops are 100% random, by the way. Oh yeah, the bit rate probably went to about negative 5,000. I'm here. I'm here. The goo is the closest to the center. Great. All right. All right. Jobski. GG's. It's your choice, friend. Where are we going? Mods, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need your help in fight if I miss the message about where they want me to go. Shut up, Pav. We literally were just there. The goo landed in the goo. Yeah, that's facts. You're just a bunch of pixels. Yeah, that's facts. Point Hope? You got it. Or you know what? No, never mind. Okay, there we go. Point Nope. Point Hope it is. You got it, boss. Let's do a nightmare at Point Hope. This is my first nightmare of Chronicle. Let's do it. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of tomorrow dabbling in a little bit of messing with like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 stuff. I have played Visage. It's been a long time though. I'd play the sound. Thank you, Crow. I'm late, but I made it. What's up, Vaughn? You be fine? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay. It is Betty Halstead. We need to witness a ghost event, capture a video of the ghost, and capture 2 unique paranormal sounds. Some of that stuff inevitably we're going to get anyway, but sometimes it's not. So we're definitely going to try to get all the sounds though. In we go. Did you post a video of the live playing repo? Of the live playing repo? I have videos of me playing repo, if that's what you're asking. Thank you, Dink. All right, please. Oh, you are not. Are you here? Did I just hear that? Oh, you lovely, lovely soul. It's on the first floor. I might cry. Oh, the power's here too? Nobody told me it was my birthday. Oh my God. I never get it here. It is always at the top of this damn map. If the bone is on this floor, this is, I posted a video of having one of the luckiest matches I've ever had here. This would be better than that. Room change. How dare you wish that? All right, let's put this in there. We'll try Spirit Box while we're there too. Give me your luck. I deserve this. After the prison run we had, I've earned this. This is my time. This is Nightmare, so I am going to have hidden evidence. So one thing will be hidden. We just have to figure out what it is. Good karma? Yeah. All right, Ghosty. No orbicals that I can tell. I'm really out of breath for some reason. I know that was a really long sprint. I hope it stays in the room. Me too. We'll be a little fast. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Yeah. Where are you? Are you here? It threw the pillow, so we know that happened. Okay. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Would have been funny if it was a blood moon. I've had a lot of blood moon recently, actually. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Welcome in. Great to have you. Yeah, I've had a lot of blood moons. I don't know why. Juju, good night, Fred. All right, let's get... I'm going to get this. This. Same here. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure. That one guy, hello, how are you? Thank you for all the follows. There's no possible way I would be able to say everybody's name, but I appreciate every damn one of you. Put that down. Grab this just in case it does a thing, you know? How do you know if we got the badge? You'll get a notification on Twitch. We'll just let this one go. Okay, that's fine. You got it? Let's go. Gosh, dang it. No. Let's get more stuff. I'm going to get motion sensors. I'm having trust issues right now. Is the foil only good for tonight? No, it's good until the 1st of July. Like, as in, you can watch a Kinetic partner playing Phas all the way up until July 1st to get the foil badge. How do we avoid duplicates with the sound recorder? From my experience so far, the way to avoid duplicates is to go out of the way to get things that are not similar, or try to get the sound as fast as you can so you can tell if it's laughing, whisper, groan, whatever. And then all you have to do is record the tail end of it and you're fine. You don't have to record the entire thing. Are you actually in the kitchen and for some reason you just roamed down here? Was it just too good to be true? Because it's not walking around here at all. Oh, it was like 7. Did you move up here? Freezing. Oh, is this going to be the moment? Oh, Gaga. Where's Gaga? It might throw a sausage. It says on the pin. Yeah. Yeah, if you check the pin message, it tells you. Negative freezing. Drip, drip. This might be the time. I'm going to pile the sausages. I cast sausage throw. All right, let's get all of this stuff up there. Yeah, it was too good to be true, but at least it's right here, though. Thank God. Now I can take a photo of that because that's freezing. Someone's in the kitchen? Yeah. Someone's in the kitchen. Maybe they're looking for ice. Try this. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? I guess not. I see you over there. All right, let's do this. Turn that on. Grab these, put those there. Okay. Go over here, grab these. Put these right here. There we go. It's really loud and for no reason whatsoever. All right, nice little sausage pile there. Perfect. Wait, did it just say something about being hungry? Ghost, are you looking for a sausage? Hello? Bad Grandpa, thank you for the new tier 1, dude. All right, let's go get the rest of the evidence. I have an EMF down here. We'll bring it upstairs too. Thank you, Ember. Bring this guy, bring that guy, bring this guy. Ghosty, would you like some sausages? Sir Cat, thank you for the prime. All right, still no orbicals, yeah? Don't think so. Ghost wants to eat me? No, I think it wants the sausage. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Oh, wait. I have the crucifix downstairs, don't I? Damn. All right. It's being passive, and I really don't trust it. So we're going to get more stuff. All right. That crucifix is there. Hate to tell you, but those are not... Yes, they are, Special Pat. You're not ruining this dream for me. Meg, good night. Have a good one. I appreciate you. All right. Let's bring this, and we have the video camera up there. We're going to bring the photo camera up there. Get all the things. I'm having trouble recording sounds. I don't know how to use it. I pressed down the recording and it won't save. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Tier 2. Are you recording the sound too late? Maybe? Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome in. It's got to be UV, right? Damn. No, all the sausages. Okay. I'm going to hold this down. Because I've recorded nothing so far. Motion sensed. Salt. There's 2 literally back to back. Watch it high DV. Oh God, wait. There it is. Okay. I'm falling apart here. UV. So I have UV and freezing. No orbs. Jinn, Demon, Hantu. Jinn, Demon, Hantu. It always hides UV on you. I've been getting a lot of UV recently. Like a lot. You call it being UV? Yeah, you're right. It really wants the sausage. I'm telling you guys. You can say what you want. I know what it wants. Use the sausage as defense. I'll just keep hovering around it like this. I might be able to get 2 more sounds just by sitting here with the lights on and preserving sanity like this. I have all the media on me right now. So hopefully that'll do a thing. They're a peace offering. Surpass, thank you for the prime. Oop, a thing. No. Oh, okay. Didn't want that. It was talking again. I would have gotten paranormal talking for a second time and I didn't want it. I could get a firelight. Come on, give me another sound. Oh, you're telling me I didn't catch that in time? Oh, sad. Absolute sag. How do you record the audio? The same way you do the video, where whatever button you use to turn it on, you hold that button down to record. Groaning is different. It is. Yeah, the light flickering, I still have yet to even capture. Hi, Mr. Chinggis. I haven't even captured it yet. Oh, look, now you're just teasing. How do I see how long I've watched for? If you do twitch.tv/drops, you can check your percentage. See how far you are. Hey, Phasmo, how are you? Really, if I wanted, I could just walk around holding record. But the benefit of the sound recorder is that you can walk around and listen for the sound first and then choose if you want to record it. See, that's a double. It was paranormal talking again. See that? All right. Let's go get firelight. Why no more sausages? Well, I mean, there's only 4 on the map that I'm aware of. Unless they're hiding somewhere. Oh, the pic of the freezing. Ooh, you're right. I can get a picture of the freezing. I can get a photo of the cursed possession. Yeah, if Ghosty shows up, we can get a picture of that. Yeah. Picture of the EMF going off. You stole one? You mother... Hide the sausage? No. There's a game you play on this map. It's called Sausage in the Hole. Okay? There's a game you play called Sausage in the Hole. It's really, really easy. Don't forget the crucifix. Yeah, I'm bringing the other one in too. Thank you guys so much. Ska, Helix, thank you guys for the primes. You can get a picture of freezing, yes. When your thermo reads freezing, you can throw it down and take a photo of it. You can't take a picture of the motion sensor going off, you take a video of it. So this, if I go like this, See freezing temps. I go like these. Freezing temps. And then if I turn this off, because it's not going to be that active. What did you... I don't know what you threw. Jesus, I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. Dang it. It's throwing stuff, but I'm not seeing it throw it. That's the problem. Do I have object thrown? No, I don't. I really need to focus on one media at a time. It farted? No, when it farts, that's a 4. That's an EMF 4, not a... I almost missed that because it was behind that damn washing machine. All right, let's do this again. Give me this. All right, blow this out so I can get the audio of it. Get myself overstimulated by doing too much at once. When I'm doing too many medias at one time. Not getting me again. Not today, nerd. Nope. I don't know why. I know you said you're hungry, but you're not eating your sausages. Yeah, blow this out. Come on. Yeah, talking again. I know. I see you over there. I'll happily be in charge of... Hey! Now somebody in the... Oh, God. Now somebody in the truck has a lot that they can do. Do that. Do this. Take a picture of that. Groovy. We got ultraviolet. We got the freezing. I need 1 more audio. I need 2 more photo. And 2 more video. Ghosty has not been showing up. This update's honestly, this update has been wonderful. I love it. Was it? It was a photo, wasn't it? Ooh, you know what? I don't have a light up here, do I? I would love... Did I get that? Oh, that's hogwash, dude. It's literally in midair. The object is literally in the air. Was I not close enough? Was that the problem? No, you can only get audio of the EMF if it's an EMF 5. You can't get audio of the EMF if it's just a normal EMF. Any guesses? No, not right now. No, between demon, Hantu, Jinn, probably a Hantu or a Jinn, because if it's a demon, you figured it would probably hunted by now. Right? Kelsey, thank you for the prime. Thank y'all for the follows. No, I'm pretty sure that objects levitated or whatever it was one of the things we saw for photos. I'm pretty sure, but man, it's going to be tough to get that unless you're staring at it like this and then it does it. But the odds of it happening are low. I feel like they can sense it. I feel like they just know. He turned away. I'm going to do it now. God dang it. The ghost is not trying to help. That is not helpful at all. You want to help me? Levitate the sausage. God dang it. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this here. We're going to go find the cursed possession. And we're going to go find the bone. Mic is on, so maybe. No, I have push to talk on. No, I always have push to talk on just because I'm talking to you guys a lot. And if I'm with friends, I don't want them to have to listen to me jibber jabber. Well, hello. There's trouble afoot. Hey, Willard, what's up? Zaddy, welcome in. You cast the levitation. Monkey paw? Music box. Maybe it's the monkey paw. I don't know if I actually looked to see if it was the cards. I might have missed that. What do you think? Not Bruce. How are we all doing? We're good. Doing very well. The games have been good. The paw. There it is. Save Bruce. I don't know if I have inventory space to save Bruce right now. We'll have to come back for Bruce. We'll come back. We'll come back. Can you do the thing with the ghost at the top with the UV? You mean the Easter egg? Yeah, I've done the Easter egg. I've done it. I have a video on it. Yeah. All the things. Canting. Hello. All right. Well. Oh shit, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I was not expecting her to be hunting me so fast. Was that a Jinn? Well. Oh, it was a Hantu. Oh, man. Well, you know, I should have known it was a Hantu because it didn't slow down when it got... Well, it seemed like it slowed down when it got close to me. But the tricky part is that when I went downstairs, it was warmer, so it slowed down. Damn it. Gonna guess Hantu. I mean, one of the two. I mean, the Jinn sprints at you with line of sight, but then it slows down when it gets close to you. But the Hantu sprints whenever it's in cold room, and then all of a sudden it slows down. Flash, look out. God dang it. You know, it was bound to happen at some point or another. At least, you know, I'm not that stressed about leveling. Find the news sounds creepy. Yeah, but aren't they awesome, though? Aren't they great? I left Bruce. I'm sorry, that wasn't a choice. Chaotic, thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back. Psych, thank you so much. I didn't choose to leave them there. It happens to the best of us, okay? Yeah, Bruce should have saved me. I agree. Yeah, what the hell? Crucifix was there? You got me. God dang it. It happens. It happens. Okay. Okay. YouTube, I think we're going to pull it there, friends. It is getting close to midnight for me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Twitch, stick around. We're going to go find somebody to drop a raid on. I appreciate you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow. If you missed your opportunity to get any drops, I will be live. So you'll have another opportunity there if you can't watch anybody until maybe later. You will have the opportunity. But yeah, stick around. We'll go find someone to say hi to. Oh man, what a day. What a day. Oh, Tam, of course. Most of my friends that I know raid somebody. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, if you're not already in the Discord link is in chat. So are the rest of socials if you missed it. I'll give you raid messages here in a second. Let me see who is live. Give me a second. I always like to go through the list. Actually, wait. Well, let me check something real fast. Boop, boop, boop. Let me go here. Let us see. Actually, if you guys want what I could do, I could bring you somewhere else. I feel like we need to keep, I feel like we should keep the train a rolling and give you guys the opportunity to continue to earn your drops if you by chance have not gotten it yet. So if you've been watching for a while, but maybe you haven't hit your 2 hours yet, I'm going to take you to another Kinetic partner so you can continue to earn them. Dahlia. No, you're still going to be able to. I'm going to take you to another partner who has drops on. You'll be able to continue to earn your badge. Yeah. Yeah. But if you have to run, if you have to go, I appreciate your guys' time today. Again, I'll be live tomorrow. Oh, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is copy one of these messages. If you're a follower, that one's yours. If you're a sub, the second one's yours. Creepy little tier 3s, we have a special one. Thank you guys so much for an awesome night. I appreciate you all. If you haven't seen the videos yet, I have videos I've been posting like crazy for the past couple of days about a lot of the Chronicle stuff. Make sure you go give it a watch. But yeah, we are going to go visit. I never get to raid Hydra Song. Let's go raid Hydra Song. I think that'll be a really awesome drop that I don't think Hydra's ready for. So yeah, let's go raid Hydra with over 4,000 people. You guys cool with that? I think that's a pretty cool idea. Thank you for the pride, guys. All the subs today, man. I appreciate it so much. There was so much chaos today. So much. We literally had to turn the alerts off. I just raided there. Hey, let's go. You guys are amazing. The fun will continue tomorrow. What I might do, I might get some friends together for tomorrow. I might do friend games tomorrow. That could be a good idea. I should do that. Yeah. First time rating. No, it's easy peasy. We go in there. You say hi if you want to. Drop a follow, hang out. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate all the love. Thank you guys so much. Let's go say hi to Hydra. If you're enjoying the content, please make sure to follow. They're another amazing content creator. They are another Kinetic partner, and you can continue to earn your drops over there. You all are amazing. I love you all. I will see you later. Oh, goodbye.